I can see him. I got him in my crosshairs now. Did you take wind into account? The fallout of the bullet? Yes, obviously. Shoot. The bullet thuds perfect into the target, the scent of the shield hanging a few hundred feet away on another skyscraper. It's that simple, Dave. So why do I have to fight? I can't take anyone down that way. You can, but it's not an achievement. You have to show respect. Perseverance Part 2. So if you didn't check out, I played Perseverance Part 1 this week because when the game came out, Part 1, I wasn't on visual novels, so they updated the Part 1 at the same time the artwork, and because it was free, the Part 1 I played it. I had luck to be free like that. I could play the Part 1 to understand the story at the same time. But on Part 1 we play with, I think it's Jack, if I'm not mistaken, it's Jack, the character that we play, that you see how everything started, and at the same time we see this girl that is the agent, if you are not forgotten. On Part 2 you play with the agent that you saw now in the beginning, that is Karen, showing that like learning how to be an assassin, right? So that's a little bit of the backstory, but in here we're gonna play with her. It's all about her, to know a little bit of her backstory, and at the same time to see why she's in there waiting, right? When we are Part 1 we see her on waiting in the car, so it's to understand too why she's in there. And it seems that the saves don't, like, the choice that you do on Part 1, they don't pass to the Part 2, because I have here, I tried to test it, I have here the save from Part 1, but when I press, the game doesn't, like, stays always loading, because that choice is only for the Part 1, not for other parts, meaning that those choices are only for each game. Like, that choice were for Part 1, this choice will be for Part 2. I think doesn't have influence on nothing, because you can't load, you need always to do new game, is what I think. Yes, developers should explain a little better if the choice on Part 1 and then Part 2 influence or not, because if doesn't influence, okay, do you understand? Okay, so doesn't have nothing to that matter, okay, it's only for that part, nothing more. I think they should say that, but I think they don't, because I have the save in here and the game stays always in loading, doesn't progress. The game is developed by Titanic Novels and published by Feardemic. The game was to release on March 15, but they had an issue with Steam, so they delayed it for 2 days. It came out today, so yeah. But the game, I have to say, in terms of artwork, the game is very good. The story seems very good, because if you saw Part 1 that I upload on my YouTube, it seems interesting, because it's not only, oh, it's about zombies like Walking Dead. No, it has a good story behind it at the same time. So let's start here. This game may contain content not appropriate for all age. When you plan a murder, the night is usually your ally. Honest citizens sleep in their beds, only a few keep watch. It's easy to fool alarms or security systems. All you need is the right equipment. It's worse with people. There is no room for mistakes here. Fortunately, there are sub-caliber ammunition silenced together. They are no louder than a sneeze. My target is cold-hearted son of a bitch, a drug boss who is directly responsible for the deaths of several good Chicago cops. Indirectly, due to his contaminated meth, rich kids were dying by the dozens. Not that I'm particularly crying for them, but someone high up did like it very much. You'll be in for years of legal hell, hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawyers' fees, and no one could give a guarantee that they wouldn't get him out from that shit. But this way, one shot and there is no more problem. And we are there to kill. I made sure he was alone. His lover lay tied up in the part he bought for his trysts. their little nest of love. The wife and kids were in Florida, vacation, one shot, pull the trigger, god damn it, it's jammed, always at least opportune moment, all I have left is the knife. The creak of the door, but there shouldn't be anyone here, I checked myself. Paralyzed with fear, I slowly turned my head. Whoa. Again that memory, that damn mansion. I was there again. Wait a minute, only the sound was a little bit not in here. Like this, the effects to at the time only increase a little bit to here. Okay, like this. Events from years ago, vivid as ever. I take another pill. It should help, at least for a while. So she couldn't kill. She tried to shoot, right, because you have the choice, but it was shammed. Interesting. I have medication for no more than 2 days. Without them, I am powerless. I can't fight off the nightmares. Lately, they have been coming back more often. Same one every time. The cigarettes taste pleasant, but that's due to the air in Grayville, fresh, saturated with the smell of resin, different from what I remember from the city. A nice change from the stuffy freeway parking lots. A small country town, a runaway girl and me. If I had to describe myself in one word, it would be hunter. A headhunter for the agency, for the dirty work, which I had plenty of. Just a while ago I was pursuing a young drug trafficker in Alaska who had driven there all the way from New Mexico. But today it was determined that a woman named Jane, if you remember on part 1, that I think it's Jack, we gave money to buy something, and we know that she's a zombie, she's infected, right, and she becomes a zombie, was much more important. What do I know about her? Not much. She escaped from a medical lab, there you go. What kind? Strictly confidential, Karen. You don't need to know. Anyway, the girl was valuable enough to have a tracking device implanted under her skin. Intriguing. Yeah, because then we saw her ripping off. Usually such tests are carried out on people who don't care for a living, but do care about the extra money. Well, in exchange for a few days, maybe weeks of testing medical preparation, you can get a quite large sum of money. Perfect opportunity for those who have been thrown off track by life. I know from experience that they usually take junkies, homeless and victims of fate. Usually nobody cares about them, but with her it's different. Not only does she have a tracker, but they also brought me out here to track her down. So much stuff for an ex-junkie? Well, I'm not going to be picky, since this is an opportunity to get a solution from my sins. So, seeing how it worked. So, Dave, how is it going, Karen? Dave, he shouldn't be here. No, he isn't here. I'm managing quite well. Remember what I taught you? Yeah, sure. Yeah, right. The first rule is always have a plan for every situation. Very good, Miss Stamp. And he disappeared. A ghost from the past, an ex-mentor. There you go. He wasn't here. It was just my disturbed psyche. What was I supposed to do? It reminded me of the plan. Why? Instantly, Grayville no longer appeals to me, and I still have half a cigarette left. Damn. It was another hallucination. So she has some issues with her mind. Because Dave, if you saw the intro, we saw Dave teaching her how to use a sniper, right? Yeah, like she said, an ex-mentor. But what happened to him? I take deeper breaths of the forest air. It seems that my head is not doing well. Not a good sign for the rest of the journey. These hallucinations, I can't get rid of them, even though I really want to. I reach into the trunk for the locator. In short, the device has several miles of range and shows how close the transmitter is. Just one of the agency toys. Useful equipment. The buzzing snaps me out of my thoughts about the gadget. I look at the phone. A familiar number. It's them. I better answer it. Or maybe... No, pick up. Stamp. What is the status? I look at the girl. I located Jane, proceeding with extraction. I lie, yes, but I really need that little victory right now. Anyway, what comes next? I know that I can handle it. Great work, Stamp. Confirm target security and you will receive further instructions shortly. Further instructions? I think I'll be staying in Greyville a little longer than I thought. Do I have everything? Equipment, identities, locator, knife, medication. I should get them refilled before I leave. Planning, Karen. Remember the first rule? With a snap, I bring the located spade to life. Jane was here somewhere and she should fall right into my hands soon. There will be no escape from this. I am too good. A quick job and back to normalcy at the agency. I will regain my position. I will confirm that Karen Stamp is reliable. I won't disappoint them again. Yeah, because that dream, it showed that she failed a mission. There we go. No need to waste my time here. I run my finger over the combat knife lying next to me, as always. Yes, that's the reason Dave keeps showing up in my head. And these damned rules. A past teacher, a savior. I get lost sometimes in who Dave really was to me. But I know how much I owe him. All my skills, where am I, who am I, everything. Long training, get me off the street. Whatever he saw in me, he took the time to make me his copy. Does he regret it? If only I hadn't messed it up then, but I guess I tend to mess things up. It's not a good trait, sadly. The combat knife, last gift from Dave. We count the hunter's efficiency in the distance between us and the target. Anyone can kill with a rifle and a scope. Those were the words of Dave, the master. The tracker beeps. Jane is here somewhere, only a few miles away. I can almost smell her, like a hound dog. I push hard on the gas, down to the bottom. The engine grows louder. The phone is buzzing again. Unknown number, restricted. I haven't given this number to anyone, and I'm sure it's not the agency either. Pick up. Hello? Karen, you know where you end up, girl? In hell, that's where you belong. You can't escape the truth. I know that voice very well. It's the voice of someone I fear the most in the world. So much so that I still have marks on my ankles and thighs from failed escape attempts. I peek at the call history. No sign of this strange conversation. Oh, Karen. Okay, so it was her, only her mind tricking her. Okay. I almost reached the location. The tracker shows that Jane is somewhere here very close. Because on the first one you can see her phoning the boss and saying that Jane took out the tracker. A gas station appears in front of me, neglected. It almost looks like an abandoned one, dusty and distinctly dirty. I shudder. The owner had to come to terms with the fate of being a small town oil supply a long time ago. He doesn't seem to have much hope for this place. But what's Jane doing here? There is a man standing at the dispenser. From a distance, he looks disgusting to me. Greasy hair, sloppy clothes, covered in stains. In one word, disgusting. I think I have an eye for detail, and I absolutely know that a book should not be judged by its cover. Oh, this is different. Let me only save. Okay. Hey doll, you got a cigarette? I ran out of mine. I hesitate, but only for a moment. I give you one of mine. I have less than half left. He nails, nodding his head. Oh, you are a lifesaver. So Murphy, don't forget Murphy. It's nothing. I'm waiting for the owner, but I don't think I will see him. What are you doing here, doll? Visiting? Yeah, because the owner was with Jack, I think it's Jack, on our cabin. Because we called him because of the dog, because it was hurt in the neck. So that's why. No, just business. I love mountains. You got it, I love mountains, and there's plenty to go around here. At least that's what the guidebook promised. You may be surprised, but I think you won't be bored. Thanks for the cigarette, I'll give it back soon. See you later. And he left. Well, what a weird man. He's got a good car, which is totally incompatible with his neglected looks. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like he doesn't belong here. Yeah, never tell that you are on business. What catch my eye from the start are the tribal amulets hanging from the ceiling. Is the owner a lover of local history? There's not a soul in here. I'll have to save my question for later. No sign of Jane nor anyone behind the counter. Just a spot for some petty cash for shopping if anyone will stop by. I see plenty of ammunition, a yak on the wall. I can't wait to meet this man. Meanwhile, there is still the unresolved issue of my target. Since Jane isn't here, maybe there are bathrooms for travelers. Could she be hiding there? I'll have to check it out. Run. Okay. Is anyone here? The tracker shows that I'm almost by Jane, but I can't spot anyone. I need to sweep that place thoroughly, inch by inch. The girl was definitely here. If she's not here now, then she must have left something behind. Perhaps the owner can tell me more when he gets back? Wait, what actually happened here? Is this her blood or some random junkies? No one could have been here except her. Jane, what have you done? From the outside comes the hum of an engine. Gravel crunch under tires. Door slams audible. Someone arrived at the station. I only have a moment, but that should be enough for me to look around. Maybe I can find something helpful here? Sink. Discusses stinky boogers and bits of air, so it scores me from further investigation. But well, in this job, there is not really a way out. Trying to overcome my repulsion, I carefully dive to the bottom of the sink with my hand wrapped in a tissue. Bingo! A torn piece of skin attached to some oval device. The signal receiver squeaks like crazy. I have James' damn tracker in front of me because I know that it was on sync because of the part 1 you see her taking out to the sink. She ripped it out herself. She knew she would be hunted. There were quite a lot of things in this story that didn't seem to work right from the start, and the agency in its graciousness didn't bother to lighten the situation for me. Heck, the mission just got complicated. Glass, yeah, because it says run. Crushed glass creaks under my heel. On the floor lies a long splinter from a broken mirror. The tip is smeared in blood. Jane had to use this to hurt herself. She really wanted to break free. Why? After all, the tracker doesn't cause any discomfort. Did she have a good reason, or was her sick imagination suggesting very abstract scenarios? That is something I have yet to find out. The situation went from bad to worse. Jane knows she's being hunted. I have no idea where the girl might be hiding now. What is she so afraid of? So far, 1 point for the little junkie. Not a very optimistic outcome. Oh, a policewoman. It's Jill. Hey, what are you doing here? Shit, this small town cop is the last person I was hoping to run into. A bathroom in blood, a transmitter hammered in hand, and a stranger's face in town. Not much play in my favor. Let's say, I'm not gonna save in this one because maybe if you go to trash can, there was something there. So, I heard the noise. How about you? I heard the noise, but there was no one inside. And you just happened to walk in? You are lying. No. Yeah, stranger, you are lying, but I'll keep an eye on you. If I don't like you, you know, the cells are open. We are very hospitable. Perhaps you'll stay longer? She takes Jane's track and leaves. Maybe it's not best option, so let's load to see the other. It's a bathroom. It's a bathroom after all, right? And that's why you have a piece of metal, of meat in your hand? Listen, I don't know what's going on. I just want to use the bathroom as I'm waiting for the owner, and I spotted something strange in the sink. I'm driving quite a distance. Why? I'm visiting? It's a pleasant place, at least that's what the tour guide promised me. You don't look like a tourist to me. I'll keep an eye on you. Everyone knows each other in Greyville, so it won't be hard. And give this to me. So you don't stay with the tracker, it seems. But like that, she doesn't say about that we are lying. So that's a good thing. She takes Jane's tracker. She seemed irritated. Did I surprise her? Yeah. The cop leaves, but there is another car in front of the station, an oldie trashy off-roader. Is it possible that the owner of the place has arrived? I see some movement behind the counter. Maybe I'll have more luck this time? Let's see. There you go. He's in here. I enter the rundown station again. This time someone is standing behind the counter. Someone who I don't think I will forget very soon. A big muscle-bound salesman. Maybe a little younger than me, but did it even ever matter? I'll munch on him if I didn't have to take care of that damn Jane. He smiles at me, that's a good sign. His skin is slightly red, his hair dark and shiny, and the amulets are hanging on his neck. It reminds me of the chiefs I read about when I was a little girl. Hey, how can I help you? He has a nice voice, low, calm, and it reminds me of a copper bell. I'm a practice tech, flirt, I'm looking for my C's to make him talk. Okay. I'm looking for my sister. She was here. She's in bad condition. I know that, but she only asked me. What made you think she might be here? Grayville is not exactly a tourist paradise. She called me from the road. She found her way here. I don't know. She's on drugs. People like that act differently. Do you have anything that proves it? Okay, take my word for it. I don't think I'm going to. You know, it's better if you go, so that's the bad choice. Okay? Maybe flirt? Flirt? I can do a lot of things, from pretending to be a private detective to threatening with a knife. He'll probably tell me what I want anyway. That's why I'll just be cute. And you want to help me? You do? That's nice. He's confused, but he smiles broadly. It looks really delicious. Just say what you need. Karen, that's my name. I like that name. I know that. You are not the first to say that. I playfully expose my teeth. Let him take it as a good thing. Ask about the girl. Bob, listen. I'm looking for a girl. It really doesn't matter why. I know she was here in your bathroom. You know, that's a pretty weird question. No offense, but I think I should call the sheriff. What? Why? It took someone. She looked weak. If you are hanging around her, why don't you tell me him more? What happened to her? Bob, you have no idea how much you have helped. However, you can skip the calling thing. Don't bother, I'll go visit him myself. Okay, that was a good thing, let me save. So you needed to flirt. Ask about the guns. I see you have some interest in guns. Is this all yours? You know a thing or two? Yes, I want to join the police force. Would you like to show me? He hands me half-inch gun, a solid yap, perfect for taking down an elephant. Useless for precision shooting, the recoil tires the muscles too quickly. I, however, nod my head with appreciation. I see him smiling. A sweet little puppy, I could spank him. Cool stuff, really sturdy and solid. A gift from my uncle. In fact, I got the whole station from him. It doesn't look very spectacular. Business is going poorly, huh? Grayville is dying, slowly, because people are too proud to pack up and leave. And I have a family debt. I have to stay out though. It doesn't make sense, right? No, none whatsoever. You know, once that base was built, people thought that jobs would come back. But since the highway was built, it's been bad. They didn't come back, did they? You can't even clean up there. Those damn agates. You know, as I was walking back to the station, I saw one he was driving from here. Strange. Okay. About the base. So you're saying there are scientists here? There? Why? A military base, white coats, top secret, girl. Even after a couple of drinks, they don't run their mouth. Sometimes at night, some trucks go there and buses with dark windows. Alright, this is concrete. A secret lab used to secretly deliver people. I'm chasing a girl who escaped from such a facility. I'll bet my life I know from which one. I think him and I'm getting ready to leave. I will stop by here when I get back. Take care. Yeah, if you remember on part 1, that in the end it shows that we see Bob on the ground. I think he is dead, and we know that now that is Karen that saw. He smiles and raises his hand in goodbye. Find and export. No time for local cuties. Okay, Friday. I move on, leaving the backwater station behind. Dozens of thoughts swirl in my head. I know what to do now. I must find the sheriff's office. It shouldn't be far. I thought it would go fast with this girl, especially after finding her tracker. Now I'm not so sure. Greyville from a distance looks like a shithole, dreadful, devoid of life. This town is dying, poisoned by the highway. Ah, and yet there is this lab. Damn eggheads and their ideas. What are they researching? New drugs? Stimulant powders, or is it something else entirely? As I know life, I bet I'm going to find out anyway. I look at my watch, the hour of the report. I finally have some good news. I stop the car and light up a cigarette. This will help, it always helps. Calling to this time, reporting to the agency, of course. What is the status of the mission? From a deputy chief, I know the girl was taken by the sheriff. I talked to the station owner, she removed the tracker and the sheriff took her away. I didn't have any problems. Do you need any data about the sheriff? I think it's better to get some data, like that we know what to talk. Yes. What do we have on him? Not much. He moved to Greyville from Santa Monica, California. Willingness to gamble and take risks, high self-esteem, okay? Potential dangers, prone to corruption. Thanks. Keep us updated. There's no need for further delay. What do I know at this point? It's time to put all the information together. There isn't a lot of it. I know where Jane was a while ago, and that sheriff took her. Where did he take her? He has to tell me. I'm convinced it won't be that difficult. I was not especially surprised by what I heard about Grifford. I was more impressed that the agency had prepared a dossier on him at all. Were they looking for hooks? What's so special about him? Or in Greyville in general? A secret lab in a military base, an agency snooping around a damn sheriff's room, the girl who ripped out her tracker. Oh, Karen. I look at the skyline of the town, a jumble of bright dots. I freeze. At night everything seems different, the shout, the noise, even the outlines and shapes we know during the day then become different, strangers. This same thing again. It as if night people are intruders to space on light that doesn't belong to them. Because it is again the same nightmare. Into my domain for all of the darkness, the night is my ally, my friend. We understand each other without any words. What is needed to kill a person? Someone who complete stranger, who never exposed himself to anything. Anyway, not directly. I don't need much, just a gun, a silencer. Although it's much better to use a knife, it shows more respect for the victim. But does the drug boss deserve it? I think not. Bullets will be just as good. I work on behalf of the agency, so I know that the decision to eliminate is not hasty. However, the barriers were judged to outweigh the potential downsides. It is better to operate outside the season than to allow a lengthy defense trial. I'm not questioning the assault or the rule of law. I'm just following orders. This guy is alone. I took care of that. One shot. Again, this decision. Do I need to do don't shoot? I pull my finger off the tray. Something is holding me back. Is it my subconscious? Why? Higher footsteps. No, it isn't possible. I check it. I turn around slowly. Are you the devil? It's a kid. The child takes a few steps toward me. It's a kid only. I reach for the pills. I can feel my heart shaking. The nightmare came back a second time on the same day. Karen, get a grip. This is not going to end well. If you keep this up, they are going to put you in the loony bin permanently. Okay, we see a kid. I get behind the wheel. I feel her eyes on me, like she's looking at me from somewhere. I shudder nervously. The sooner I get out of this hole, the better. Across the street, the wind chases scraps of newspaper. The town looks run down, like Bob's station, its best years are long behind. Sad, embittered people, empty storefronts, a hamlet of those who escape to a better life. In such place, you either accept a sad, grey future or you leave. Those who stay don't expect much. Okay, the military base, right? No, the sheriff, right? Yeah, parking lot. The building itself doesn't look too bad. Small one-story buildings such as hundreds, if not thousands in the whole country. The glow from the windows gives it a warm hue. I can almost smell the fresh brewed coffee at the police station. I take a deep breath in my lungs, a quick conversation, and I'm gone. From a tow truck in county colors, some drifter pulls away, skinny in a badly pressed uniform with gravy stains. Is it business or is he trying to talk to me? Unfortunately, I'm betting on the latter. Brock. Hey doll, cool car. Did you get lost by any chance? Besides the macho persona, the stench of sheep cologne, yeah, he's definitely hitting on me, and it's a cliche. Well, unfortunately, he's not my type. He could also ask if I fell from heaven because I look like an angel. Angel, devil, no Karen. Don't think about it. Okay, let's save again. I'm looking for the sheriff. I wrinkle my nose, but I don't think he even noticed. Sheep perfumes are really intense. I'm looking for the sheriff. I have a thing. You for the sheriff? What kind of thing? Let's save on the second because I think there was no mistake in there. I'm looking for a girl. The sheriff took her from Bob's station. I need to know what happened to her. Yeah, I heard something, but how does it use the radio much? I don't know why. If it's so convenient, why do you need her? I need to find her. It's fun, do you understand? He freezes, wrinkling his forehead. Oh, you have to wait for the sheriff. He'll be here within the hour, maybe sooner. What do you say we make good use of the time? I just told him I was looking for my sister. That I was worried and he wants a quick groping. And for a sec I want to give him a woman emotion. I clap my lips together and get out of the car, passing him and moving inside. He yells something, but I don't listen to him at all. I don't want to fall out of the role of concerned sister. That's true, that's a good move. Okay. There's not a soul inside. Is everyone gone? The secretary's desk is empty, which isn't surprising at this hour. Of course, a pot of coffee and an open door to the sheriff's office. Since no one is going to invite me, I'll do it myself. Guess he won't be angry that I didn't wait quietly on the waiting room bench, not if I smile sweetly. A careful look around the office. The sheriff likes to hunt, but that's obvious for someone who lives in a hole surrounded by woods and carries a gun every day. However, this antler doesn't look very impressive. Rather, it belonged to a sick animal, one that didn't have the strength to run away. Oh, how are you doing, Karen? Heck, Dave. Still shaking up on me, huh? Let's save on the third, because I don't know if I did some mistake in there, so... You are not here, disappear. You are not here, Dave, go away. If you keep bringing me back, maybe you need help after all? Honor. Ah, I forgot. This doesn't concern you anymore, right? And he's gone. I clench my teeth. He mentioned honor, something I was supposed to be lacking, at least in his opinion. An abundance of demons from the past, the girl Dave, separate yet connected, the common denominator Karen screwed up. Sometimes I wonder if I'm already living out my sentence. Hell is one, the demons are just different. I have much to repent for. Okay, I need to focus. As long as I'm alone, maybe I'll find out something interesting. No typewriter, instead there was a place for a modern computer. Does the sheriff really want to keep up with modernity? I wonder how that worked out for him. What else do we have here? Okay, let's save in this one. It's like when it appears that fog, like the game loses a little bit of the frames, is what it is. framed articles, drawer, desktop, or picture on the wall. Let's go for desktop. What's hidden here? A bottle of whiskey, a pretty good here. I guess chef likes to sip on boring duty, although no, the cork was intact. Is the bottle waiting for a special occasion? Nearby I find a handful of tokens. I recognize the design. Such tokens are given for each year of sobriety at Alcohol Anonymous meetings. They require perseverance, but for addicts, they are a powerful source of pride and a inner source of inspiration. What do they mean when combined with a pleasant humming bottle? It is a test of character. The sheriff knows his problem, after all, and yet he keeps it close at hand. I knew a man who did the same thing, though with cigarettes. He used to say that quitting means nothing unless you test your character with the possibility of returning. The sheriff may seem like a gentle uncle, but there is definitely more to him than that. Okay, I think it's good information. Okay. Picture on the wall drawer. The door seems empty, but there's something at the bottom, like a scrap of paper. It's very easy to miss. I'm frozen. This is really something. This confirms the agent's words, corrupt tendencies. Just a bribed cop on the higher level one at that. After all, we are not talking about a bribe for driving under the influence, but a specific amount. Local law enforcement officer accused of misappropriating a large sum of money, tens of thousands of dollars, a small fortune. Why does this sheriff keep incriminating evidence in his desk? The only thing that comes to my mind is some kind of warning. He remembered the slip up, which he was now going to turn into some success. A place he left and he didn't want to return. Yeah, I actually stopped liking Sheriff Grifford. The door creaks. Shit. Busy sifting through documents, I didn't notice anyone had arrived. I'm scolding myself in my mind. Such distractions can't happen to me again. It can have really dangerous consequences. I turned back to the entrance, fixing my sleeves. Good thing I wasn't sitting with my nose in the sheriff's stuff. I couldn't explain myself for the world. It's her again. You, here, again? Let me save on the third, because there was nothing special in there. Door was open, deputy at tow truck. I had enough of that pickup arts. It's a coincidence now. This. That deputy at tow truck. Brock, did he impose on you? Yes. Yeah, extremely pushy. I didn't want to hear it. He doesn't understand what no means. Again, them more overreacted. I think they have something in common. The girl walked out, leaving me alone. Through the window I see her catching up to the pickup artist and gesturing something, and I thought she was compulsive. I wait a while, I feel hungry. I need a cigarette so badly, but I can't make it now. Tough luck. I hear footsteps again and the sheriff comes in, a stocky rubbish man whose face might be associated with a gentle uncle. Something in his mood warms, as if he wasn't who he said he was, pretending putting on a mask. I know how to recognize it because, well, I do it myself all the time. Now I don't think the conversation will go smoothly at all. Excuse me, do we have an appointment? I don't think so. I need to talk to you. About what, Miss Stamp? Karen Stamp. Okay, let's save. No, it can't be in here. I'm looking for my sister. The best I can come out with is a good lie. I'm looking for my sister. I know you took her from the station, Sheriff. I need to find her. Sister? She was in very bad condition, drugged up. That's not a very good sign. I'm the only one she has. I came as soon as I found out. To Grayville? Very interesting story. Can we confirm it somehow? Just my word, I can pay. If it's a matter of money that will ease your conscience, name your price. He stares at me really greedily. I can see him wiggle his fingers, but he nods negatively. Something prevents him from taking the money. No, that's not right. She's in the hospital. But if you hurt her, I don't know why I'm helping you. Oh, because we saw that newspaper, right? That thing, that article. And now, because of that, we have the option to pay up because we know that he doesn't want to accept more money because he's trying to leave that past behind. So that's why he's saying that she was on the hospital, because he doesn't want to be again corrupted. Okay, that's a good thing. Like that we know. Indeed, a cloud of hunger sees his nice forehead. He looks as if he has just lost an internal battle. I don't say anything else. Just silently walk to the car. Weird man. Yeah, because we talk about the money and we know that he doesn't want to be corrupted, so easy. So you need to find that article. If you don't find it, you don't have that choice. It's getting dark, almost night. I need to find that hospital. There shouldn't be any trouble. I'll just take the girl and disappear. Meanwhile, someone is standing leaning against the hood of my car. There she is again. What does she want? Hey you! I swear for everything important in life, this girl is starting to haunt me. What's up? I'm just leaving. Look, Brock told me something completely different, that you really want to meet him alone. I look around the parking lot, but no sign of the tow truck, only Jill is left. Okay. And you believe him? Oh, and you believe that? Look at me, then look at him. Anyway, he seems to have fidelity issues anyway, doesn't he? Back off from us. Look, I'll be gone in a minute. I leave her flustered and slam the door. She clenched her hands into fists. If I were her, I would have chased that damn pickup artist done a long time ago. Although in a whole like grey veil, I guess there's not much choice. I start enjoying a low bass murmur tenderly caressing my ears. I step on the gas. Strange girl. She'll know that her guy is courting anything that moves. It didn't look like the first time. Jane is waiting in the hospital, alone. I look at my watch. I think I should call them. I have to smoke anyway. Calling or not calling? I think you should always say, right? I think it's always important, but at the same time, not saying, they won't know. So I'm not calling. I can't. I say already that I located Jane. I will call them. They is silent for a moment, then suddenly the phone comes to life. It's them. I can feel the icy sweat running down the back of my neck. I surely ignore them. I know the danger of that. The phone buzzes. I answer. I can't stop myself. This time I'm reporting in. What's the status? She's in the hospital. Okay, so even you say that you don't want to phone, then they phone to you and you need to answer. So there is no way to not to say where she is. Okay. The city is weird. I have everything under control. Everything is under control. I don't foresee any delays. Agent Stamp, you have a new target. His name is Murphy Lightman, a scientist stationed at the military base in Grayville, because then we know this because with, I think it was Jack on part 1, that we killed Jane, and then they say if you don't find Jane, go to the second one, that is that scientist. They don't say the name on the part 1, but they say to Karen to get a scientist. So there we go. Your task is to extract the target. He must be alive. We have a lot of questions. There we go. What about Jane? Deliver her to a set location. Our team will take her from there. Murphy is important. Agent Stam, the previous agent who was sent on this mission, has given no sign of life. Huh, interesting. No sign of life. Who was the other agent? I don't care who was the other agent. About Murphy. Murphy, I need more information about him. Head of research facility at a military base. High IQ, excellent in crisis situation. Dangerous one, Agent Stamp. Extreme caution advised. Okay. Who was the other agent? Who did we lose? It's irrelevant at this point. Goddamn them. As always, they are mysterious and low-key. Secrets hide bigger secrets. Okay, sure, I understand. Copy, I'm on it. I finish my cigarette. The mission, it gets more interesting. A scientist, huh? I wonder what he did to them. The cute Indian man at the gas station mentioned the base and some experiments. Blacked out buzz. Whatever this Murphy is not doing, it must be very important. I think he has something to do with Jane. Won't he want to take her out of the hospital himself? Human experimentation, hair gets on the loose, a serious weird town. Kidnapping a scientist from a military base, that's high caliber. Why doesn't the agent make it more official? Through government contacts. What he was searching had to be pretty damn important. The headlights pull more piece of forest road out of the darkness. A pleasant place, perfect for a long vacation. Darkness, peace. Again this night, darkness that covers and wraps enormity, shapes become blurred together, the imagination play tricks. Not for me, a perfect again this, the judge, jury and execution entered the bar. And in fact, he was just the first client. People claim the murder sees victims' face before they go to sleep. They cannot fall asleep, tormented by nightmares, so this is different now. And yet I'm sleeping like a log. The guy looks so innocent, if I don't know his path full of kidnapping, extortion. We are remembering again this. I saw the graves of the policemen he ordered to kill. It's time to pass judgment. Kill or not to kill? Pull the trigger. Instead of a very cough of soul ammunition, all I hear is a dry crack, a misfire. Can I reload before he wakes up? Maybe. The door creaks. Is anyone else here? That's not possible. I made sure. I turn around slowly. Again the kids. Are you the devil? The child takes a few steps towards me. Oh, the guy wakes up. I look at the lying gangster. His eyes are open. Suddenly everything turns upside down. I'm lying on the ground. And we are like, wake up again. Again, the damn meds aren't working as they should, or perhaps something is much more wrong with me. So first of all, we saw that the guy, that kid, do the noise, and the guy wakes up and starts to fight against us. But who is the kids? That's the problem. Okay, still Friday on hospital. I can already see the hospital. It looks inconspicuous, but hey, it's Grayville, not Chicago. I think I know this car from somewhere. I check my mirror to see how the lipstick lays on my lips. As impeccable as ever, Miss Stamp. It seems that I'm still relatively lucky. I park in an empty spot and get out. I rub my forehead, feeling terribly tired. Oh, it's Bob again. Hey, I didn't expect to see you here. But wait, you are here for this girl? Yes, and you... has something happened? No, I was visiting a friend, her husband. Long story. Because Natalie, don't forget, Natalie, on part 1, we know that she works on the hospital. Go for this one. I can listen. I have a moment to listen to you. He smiles slightly, as if abashed. No, there isn't really nothing to talk about. She's a good friend and feels completely misunderstood. The guy is an ass, although I kind of like him. I wonder if he comforts her in other ways. Well, such a big guy and a willing body. I'm going to get Jane, Bob. Oh, and so I thought, because you probably have some plans. I think he's up to something. Do you have any ideas? Why don't we go to a bar? You probably won't be out of town until morning anyway. Okay. We need to get Jane first, so. Sounds a good plan. You know what? That doesn't sound bad at all. After I had to blow off a deputy sheriff, I deserve something normal, Bob. Take care of that girl. I'll take a look at the station and meet you at the bar. There is only one in town. I'm sure you'll get there. Yeah, it's like with the fog I lose a little bit of the frames. Like, it's not fog but like something that's making the frames going a little bit down. Yeah, the pun looks pretty solid. I could lose a little reward for the effort. I have to admit that the evening could have ended much worse than in the embrace of that big boy. The lights are on, encouraging people to visit. Hospital. I like such places like cats like water. I still have vivid memories of when my parents left me for the rest of the world. I didn't remember them, maybe like through a fog. Instead, the impersonal figures of the nurse who were supposed to take care of me are clearly drawn in my head. Then they gave me to the nuns for safekeeping, and there, let's get back to more important things. I'm not leaving Greyville until I find that eggheads. Standard price in this situation includes nights in a cheap motel and a cholesterol-filled diet at a neighborhood diner, and that's life. The agency. This time I clearly feel that the ground is burning under their feet. First the aborted mission and Jane, now clearing up after the slip up. They are contacting me more than usual. They care deeply, but against me, the military. If something goes wrong, I'll be all alone. No one will admit to me. Speak of the devil. The phone rings again. The agency. Strange, usually I was the one who had to call and check in at certain times. Deviation from the rules isn't a good sign. That's what I always thought. Okay, we can answer or not. I think I'm not gonna answer. Don't answer it. I'll calm them myself as soon as I get out of the hospital. I know it will still backfire on me. The question is, what price will I pay? I think I really need to hurry up. Something is very, very wrong here. Why can't I see the whole puzzle? Okay, we go to the hospital. We know what's gonna happen all in there is that Jane is I think she already jumped from the first, I think it is, through the window if you don't remember, and it's like that then everything started. Okay, maybe you need to call to answer because the game doesn't appear nothing. Yeah, maybe you need to answer. Is it? Let me load. Okay, let's answer. I press the green phone. It's Agent Stam. Do you get the target? They are asking about Jane. I look up at the hospital building. So close. Maybe I should already take credit, which is actually coming soon. Okay, let's say that we already have her. No, because say that we already have her is that we are lying because we don't have her yet. But at the same time, we are lying to them and getting some credit. Why the thing of saving is not working? My God. I think it bugged. Man. Because sometimes lose a little bit of the frames and get stuck. Okay, let's say that we are. I tried to stabilize a little bit the game, so I put at 30 frames to try to stabilize. Because I think it's not the game. I think it's my computer because I can't when it has fog or certain things like that. My computer can't handle very well, so lose a lot of frames. So maybe they're trying to say because frames were so down that it even bugged. But I was going to say is yes, I already have her. Yes, the target is unconscious in the trunk. Great job, Agent Stamp. The priority right now is Murphy. Please confirm. Soon you'll receive instruction on how to transfer the first target. I understand. Executing. It's not good to lie, but that's what I was taught after all. Now I just need to take Jane and cover it. In fact, I really want to do well in the eyes of my boss. Did I succeed? I could detect something like reluctant respect in the voice, if that wasn't too far-fetched an interpretation. Because we were always a teacher to lie, right? An agent always lies. Even to the boss, he lies. Yeah, it looks like it takes some time to load this part of the hospital. It seems that to even like not losing frames because I put at 30, like that is more stable. It takes some time to load this part of the hospital. It's not fast. I don't know why. It's amazing how many memories something as modern as the simple scent of disinfectants can bring. All it takes is a deep breath. A little helpless girl pushed from corner to corner. Every person in a lab coat seemed like a monster. Every voice caused fear to rise in my head. I shake myself out of this dazed state. Yes, I'm in no danger here today. But still, I'm not going to spend a minute longer in these miserable four walls than I have to. I don't see anyone in my line of sight. Clearly, despite this late hour, visits are still allowed. Everything always depends on the hospital's governing board, and that board listens to the voice of patients. A small town like Greyville has to serve the entire neighborhood. Commuting to the hospital after work may be extended. Anyway, where did the receptionist go? No one behind the counter. The glowing bulb that says emergency can be some indication. Someone urgent needed help. Will I have a chance to sneak into the ward unnoticed? Yeah, but where's Jane? That I don't know. Anyway, the door to the ward is guarded by a sleeping guard and you need a key card. Hope extinguishes just as quickly as it appeared. You are stuck, Miss Stamp. What could theoretically help you? The clues are definitely hiding behind the counter. The question is, how long do I have before someone shows up? 5 minutes? Half an hour? Hey girl, remember the fourth rule? It's him again. Why does he keep showing up? Okay. But see, the fog appeared and the frames are like... Disappear, I remember. No, I gotta say disappear. Go away, Dave. That's what you are best at. And you are not sewing so well alone. It should be doing so well alone, little one. You know some lies are not forgiven. What if you don't succeed? Leave me alone, you. When I gave you the knife, you accepted the rules. Now you don't even try. Your rules are the only thing that can help you. And he's gone. Shit, this shouldn't keep happening. How can I trust my own sense? And Dave. Why do I care so much about him? After all, I shouldn't. Not anymore. I read behind the counter. What we have here? What will help me? For rule, don't skip a single clue. Just how much time do I have? Okay. So we need to know. So I think it is the best one to go immediately. Textbook of medicine, list of patients. Okay. Stack of reports, Natalie family photo. No. List of patients. Let's go for that. A notebook written in careful, chiseled handwriting. Even though there is a digital admission system, the front desk keeps a separate copy, the traditional one. I wasn't going to complain. For me, it was just a convenience. I quickly flipped through the page, coming to the last one. The nameless girl, therefore, must have been Jane. Yeah, because they didn't know her name. She was admitted hours ago, and after a set of tests, she landed in an observation room. Top floor, third floor. Bingo. There we go. What more? Natalie family photo. Textbook of medicine, no. Or computer desk. Stack of reports. Like textbook of medicine, you can learn something at the same time. Right? Natalie family photo to know about her because of Bob. Computer desktop. All you have to do is move the mouse, and of course, why would accessing the computer that manages the front desk be so easy? This is to ask for a password. I'll set up encrypted access myself. I couldn't think that other people are more stupid. It's against the second rule. You are not smarter than anyone else. If you keep that in mind, you'll put a good plan together. What? How I will know this password? I cast a long glance at Mort, which buzzed quietly, so close yet so far at the same time Well, I must look for another way. Okay, that won't work. Stack of reports? No, textbook of medicine. A textbook, anatomy of preparatory course textbook from Kansas State University. For what I remember, that's a pretty good school. I've inserted bookmark, bent page, some are ambitions that extend beyond this small town. A nurse with aspiration of becoming a doctor. Ambition is something I always respected. The cloud of hills and ground. Someone came back, a nurse. And she doesn't look happy at all. It's Natalie. Hey, what are you looking for? Do you need help? Try to bribe her? No, I'm looking for my sister. I'm looking for my sister. Cher told me she was here. Jane. I don't remember anyone like that. She arrived today. Jane Stamp. Well, dear Jane, from now on, at least officially, we are sisters. Ah, that one. Because when it's like the previous one, like sometimes lose a little bit frames. When it's like this, the game doesn't lose. I don't know why. I see her face change as she freezes, clench her lips into a long line. There is no contact with her, unfortunately. We don't know what she took. She needs to stay here. Okay, let's take out this one. Save. Can I see her? I would like to see her. It's late. I came from far away. It's my sister. By way of exception. Who is this? Suddenly a girl rushed through the front door, out of breath with her clothes unbuttoned. It looked like reception knows this girl because she shakes her head. She sighs loudly. Ellen, what are you doing? I made it. Yes, I know it's a while after, but I'm here, Natalie. Ellen, you got mixed up again, you know? No, after all, I had tomorrow at 12, not tonight at 8 o'clock. Poor thing. This irreverent girl freezes, becoming sad. Well, I'm going to go, but any idea whose car Brock's pulling right now? Looks expensive and sporty. Natalie's eyes wander to me. I feel a cold sweat trickle down my back. No, that can't be true. But I didn't do anything. Now that we are here, stay. At least have a cup of coffee with me, huh? Okay, Natalie, if you insist. She doesn't look thrilled, but that's none of my business. I walk out of the reception area, right under the tow truck. There is Brock leaning nonchalantly on the hood, and on the tow truck hangs my beauty. It doesn't look good. Oh, and do I see? Well, Miss Untouchable. I clench my hand into fists. That damn pickup artist. You know, it's not nice to talk about me like that. I just want to be friends with you, you know? And you are immediately talking bullshit to Jill. Bullshit? I mean, you are the one who tried to get at me. You are just a visitor, and you'll be leaving soon anyway. No one had to know about it. And now, I got your car. Okay, let's try to save in this. Because still I don't know if that computer, if you know the password, if you can find something or you don't know about the passwords. You can still make a date? No. Try to, what I have done, no, try to bribe him. Why don't we make a deal? I'm sure I can pay here and now, right? And how much do you have? Enough for some fun nights out in the real city. I can even recommend you good bars for you. He smiled tragically, and fear catched me. What is he? And will you come with me? At this point, I'll even promise him a flight to the moon. All for a car. Yes, yes. Well, you see, I don't want to. Not today. Not a chance, baby. No, it's not. Okay, I don't know if that's a good answer or not, but I think it's the best. Is this about the sheriff? Is this about the sheriff, huh? I'll keep quiet. Oh, you guessed it, you know. If he found out, I won't have it easy. I don't know what you did to him, but he told me not to help you. Take the car away from the newcomer lady. His words, not mine. Sheriff. I thought he liked me. I'm not getting my car back, am I? Today? No. Come in the morning. The deposit is only 100. And please give me the keys unless you have time to fix the windshield and replace the paint. I'm standing alone outside the hospital in a strange city. The The target is so close, almost at hand length, and yet so unimaginable far away. I watch Brock with a fake smile drive away with my car. I'm grounded. More than that, I'm in deep shit. I'm running out of medication, and on top of that, I'm about to have a conversation with the agency. I should make a new plan, like Dave taught me, but all I want is a cold beer at the bar. Just how do I get there? The phone buzz. I feel cornered again. I look at the screen. Oh, no number. So it's not the agency. Should I answer it? I gotta take out this one. It's gonna be again someone called that is all about our mind. I press the green button. I know I will regret it. Stamp, you know what I want. That voice, the nun's cold face, impeccable press habit, the rule and ice cold eyes. Look in vain for sympathy in them. You are dead, you can't hurt me. That's it. Go back to hell, slut. You won't hurt me anymore. On the other side, all I hear for a moment is loud breathing, and then laughter, a frantic, terrifying clamor. But who it is? And the call got cut off. It takes a moment before I snap out of my dazed state. I look at the blank display, an empty call history. Karen, get a grip on yourself. You really don't have much time. I finish my cigarettes. I guess I should be more careful about smoking, but on the other hand, I don't think I will live to see retirement. I stare at the tree line, the lights of Greyville flashing in the distance. The hospital lies off to the side, surrounded by hoods. A damn long walk awaits me. I'm more likely to a motel than a bar. I don't think I have the energy to do any socializing. The door of the hospital opens and out walks this girl from the front desk, the other nurse. What was her name? Oh yes, Ellen. She's pretty and has beautiful, tall, now sad eyes. I want to meet her right away. She wears a wig. I can see it from the distance. No hair has that color. Doesn't reflect light like that. Nor does it style like that. But it doesn't matter. I bloody love her hair anyway. She looks at me and smiles uncertainly. Hey, you were out of there so fast. That was your car, right? I can take out this one. Yes. Unfortunately, it was. Now it's waiting in police parking lot. I'm supposed to pick it up in the morning. I sympathize. But hey, at least I'm here in for a pretty pleasant walk into town. Come on, I'll give you a ride. A pretty girl offers a ride. I don't mind. She keeps looking at me. Does she like me too? Well, who did you run into in Little Greyville, Karen? So what are you doing here, pretty stranger? Oh, I think I hit the spot. Pretty stranger? Is that how you flirt with everyone? What a fairy tale am I going to tell her? I'm looking for my sister. Half sister, but she's still blood. All the way in Greyville? Well, yes, it surprised everyone. Long story. I don't think it's that engaging, and partly depressing. In short, bad company, bad guys, bad girls. She ended up on the drip with the entire Mendeleev array in her veins. I feel sorry for you. Everyone has a burden, right? The girl pulls her lips together in a grimace of sadness, and I just realized what I said. Immediately she appears in my mind, so helpless, so empty, looking with her damn eyes. Where do you want to go, Karen? And what would you suggest, Ellen? She smiles sadly. We only have one motel, so I guess that's there, right? How about in exchange for your help, I buy you a beer? There's also a bar here, right? I don't know if I should, and you... Just one beer. You have lovely eyes, you know. She smiles and nods slightly. I remind myself that Bob is waiting for me there, but that will be a proud car will face in a moment. So wait, so we don't... Okay, because we can't see Jane, right? Because, like it said, she's in observation room. Nobody can get to her, so that's why we don't go immediately to there. This place looks run down. It's a poor quality place with rusty cars and neglected shoppers parked in front of it. Some might call this place atmospheric, but there is nothing romantic about a drunken brawl or a smashed head from a random punch. Newcomers know that you shouldn't be alone in such place, unless you are Karen Stamp. Helen's appeared somewhere. I saw her on the phone. Who'll be calling her at this hour? I guess it's something important. I'm gonna start display to check the time. I missed call. I guess it really is the agency. I missed it. We had such a pleasant conversation in the car. Nothing bad will happen if I call in the morning with Jane already. I finger over the button. What I should I call them? No, fuck them. Fuck the agency. I'll do it in the morning. I'm not going to spoil my mood once again. Time to celebrate Karen. I look around for Ellen, but I can't see her anywhere. I push the door and a cloud of smoke gets me. The stench of cheap tobacco attacks painfully and pinches my eyes. I can't just feel these questions. What are you doing here, doll? Are you lost? What are you looking for, city girl? I don't feel like tarts. I sit down at the narrow counter and order a beer. It's so watered down that I feel like I'm drinking flavored water. I notice the gaze of a drifter in a camouflage jacket staring at me. A soldier from the base? I guess so. It will be good if he gets back to his table, but that doesn't seem to be happening. He moves towards me. I can smell the alcohol-saturated breath from a distance. Hey, beautiful. What are you doing here alone? Have all the guys lost their minds in this town? First that fucking sheriff deputy with tow truck, now the army guy. There's something wrong with uniforms. You are talking to me? Why, do you see some other pretty girl, little one? Sure. Shall I buy you a beer or shall we go straight to my steeds? A night ride is good for the libido, you know? Okay. Can take out this one too. We have no choice. I had a tough day. You are confusing me with someone else. I had a tough day. I had a hell of a day. I'm going to help you relax, okay? Yeah, rather you disappoint me. You are getting on my nerves more and more. Let me put this way. I've shut your off, it's a pleasure, but I want to be left alone. Why don't we go to a motel? You know, for a quickie. I think it will make you feel better. After that, you'll have time to yourself. No chance of that happening, my friends. Let it go, please. Let it go, please. I really don't have enough energy for these damn fights. Let it go, please. I don't want to cause you any troubles. I'll buy you another round of whatever it is you are drinking. But come on. Problems? You? What kind of problems, biatch? It is obvious that he just listened to orders in the army, because he doesn't think much. It's really not my fault. He started it. If only, Corporal, your commanding officer found out how you treat women. Do you want that? He shakes his head and goes back. Bastards. That's what I thought. Another idiot floated away. Thought the last fool backfired on me because I lost my car, but this guy from the military base target Murphy. Damn it, Miss Car, and it could have been a little simpler. The access card or whatever they have there, the information about the posts, and you wouldn't even have to go to bed with him. You are completed everything for yourself. Why? It could go easier. Instead, you still don't know anything. What about your dates? Bob's still not here. If he doesn't show up in a quarter of an hour, he's burned. It's good that he's got his business in station, but Karen Stamp rarely waits. What about Helen? She hasn't come inside yet, but her car is parked in front of the bar. She was talking. Is she still talking? Maybe I should look for her, but the bar door opens again. And who do my eyes see? Damn deputy sheriff, our eyes meet for a sec. But wait, so I'm gonna load because this a guard, right? So we can take chance to get some information. So yes, I know that. Oh, you do that, and now you are loading. That is bad, but you can always do that. So let's say I wonder if I respond with half words alone, he'll get bored quick. I hope so, but we will see soon. So what do you say? I buy you a beer and we go, or do you just want to go right away? The night is pleasant. You won't be disappointed. He freezes, he stares at me like I'm special needs. Hey, what's going on? I don't feel like it, don't you get it? You are boring me, dude. You are boring me, dude. You just bore me, dude. Nothing special, but you are annoying. Be careful how you speak to me. He clenched his hand into fists. Because what? Are you going to throw yourself at me? Are you so brave and manly? He looks around at bar, all eyes fixed on us. He's not like go as far physical contact. Yeah, let's go outside, we'll talk. I'm going to kick your ass, okay? Let's say this. If he likes to play so much, I'll play this guy. I look around to see if the locals are listening, and then I raise my voice. Alright, I'm going to order a beer, drink it, and kick your ass, boy. What? He immediately loses his resonance. When he turns from attack to victim, he immediately stops feeling so confident. Like every coward. Well, don't you still understand? I really feel sorry for you. I'm going to drink one and kick your pathetic ass and your damn face because you talk too much. I had a bad day, boy. Wait a minute and I'll take care of you. He walks away, glancing over his shoulder at me. He doesn't know if I'm joking or not. Actually, I don't even know that myself, still. I don't know when I see the bottom of the bottle. And now he float away, so this is a thing. So, you can't go with him? You can't go. Because I want to try, because like she says, that you have no chance. Crown uniform, not my taste. Besides, I better plans anyway. Honesty is key, right? Guy nods, okay. Don't have a chance, it's just, I'm leaving tomorrow, it's no big deal. Let's go in peace. Or what? More respect. He points his finger at the uniform. You are ridiculous. Just ridiculous. He clenches again that thing. Yeah, then come outside, we'll take beach. How lovely. Then this safe thing, okay. There is no way to go. You are confusing with someone else. No, I don't think so. You see the uniform, do you know what it means? You did poorly in high school, huh? Enlighten me or give it up. Look, you can do, get so we will talk. I have a lot of edge, my tongue. Let's put this way, I'm not just talkative, if you know what I mean. I think I know. He's tempted off, but no. You know we are tempting, but no. Just leave me alone, okay? I'm sure you'll find someone else. For fun. His gaze was more to you. I had comment now. Poor primal anger. A prince with a heart of ice, huh? I thought of fire if we don't, lady. He stands. Okay, this safe thing then. Okay. So I think I gotta do what I did first. I go for this one. He's attempting offer, but no. Let's say this. Okay, base target move, because this damn it miscard, and it could have been little simpler. The access card or whatever they have there, the information about the posts, and you don't even have to go with him. You are complicated everything for yourself. Why? It could be go easier. Instead, you still don't know anything. What about your dates? Because like maybe if you didn't go with Ellen, you could go with the guy. Maybe. Okay, this same. Maybe I should look for her. The bar door opens again. Comes the sheriff. Our eyes meet for a sec. Ironic winks at me. Oh hey, well you made it. Did that chick catch your eye? Unavailable, biatch. He spits in my direction. The bartender yells something, but Curry doesn't want to mess with Solia. And honestly, I'm not surprised. In the end, it's the customer who will stay. I'm the one who will leave. I know something about that. I'll tell you a funny story if you want. I'll just get something to drink. I'm dry as hell. Bartender, 2 large beers. Let me guess, about the Ice Princess? They sit down so I can hear them. Is it on purpose? I doubt it. I can still feel their gaze on my back toe. It's like I'm in the spotlight. Well, boys, praise me. I'm waiting. Look, I want to go out with her too. She had a case for the sheriff, but the old man's rarely at this place. Yeah, today I saw him twice at the base. Well, there you go, and I hit on her politely. And you know me, it's hard for me to resist making a date. I mean, what's a poor girl like her got to do alone in Greyville? I don't think they realize I can still hear them. Why was Sheriff at the base? Interesting question. I'll definitely want to know the answer. And Jill probably wasn't around. You just want to help her, of course. She blew you off? She taunted me and lied to Jill, but get this, they don't reach traffic signs in big cities. No, what are you talking about? The honest truth, she drove up to the hospital, parked on the on the no parking sign, so and who has her car in the parking lot? Huh? The prince had to move on foot, and she was so mouthy. No, keep listening. Let's keep listening. Yes, I could get involved now, take them down a peg, raise them to the ground, and that will probably feel amazing. But they are talking about interesting things, and one of the first rules Agent Stamp learned is the rule of silence. Rule number 2. Keep your mouth shut and let the others externalize themselves. Well, she got a nice body, and now she's sitting all alone with no one. She probably bored, but she won't say it outright. You know, I could lose a break from Hal and Jill. She keeps you on a short leash, doesn't she? You know, the sheriff's sitting up there, talking to that civilian doctor, the Oncho. It's funny how they have something in common. Maybe they are playing pick-up sticks, because all like petite blondes that I know, twice he's gone to the casino across the river. In the reserve, I've always wanted to go there. Expensive horse, and nothing special. He wised up once he lost his whole salary in one night. It's good that he makes money on the side and also lets me because, you know, money is money and it's hard for everyone, I know. That chick wasn't trying to bribe you? She wanted to, yes, but she couldn't. The sheriff forbade it, and himself for to get her, legally or not, she has to stay here until the morning. What idiots. Really, it makes me feel unfair to find out about the conspiracy through the conversation of two drunk assholes. I won't apologize for a great opportunity. It's get better and better. The sheriff and the egghead from the base. How I wonder who that might be, Karen. Do you have any pics? They work together, so he probably knows about my being here. A trap, but if you know about it, you can get out of it, or at least not fall deeper. The bartender looks on expectantly. The dirty glass show at the bottom. What will I like? I'm tempted by whiskey, something stronger to drown out my thoughts. Just my unfortunate medications. Mixing comes out very, very bad. Is it worth the risk? No, you don't want that. You want to stay awake. Is what you want. So we go for Coke. Coke, please. He looks at me as if he doesn't understand me, but immediately shrugs his shoulders. It's none of his business. I get a warm bottle. Yeah, what could I expect? That's a wise choice, Karen. Very wise. I really wish I wasn't reckless. Sometimes it's good to give up control and have some fun. Door squeaks. Someone new? Yes, Ellen. She looks sad, even depressed. Does she resent me for not going out to get her? She doesn't look in my direction. Her eyes are fixed on the floor. She's holding the hem of her blouse in her hands. And what's on her mind? She sits down alone, pours the vodka on the rocks. She didn't look like that type. Drinks quickly to the bottle and then another round. I think she wants to be left alone, though I'll wait for Bob. Ellen is clearly avoiding me, and at the same time, she's here at the bar. But before I can gather myself and explain the situation, the drunk soldier appears. Oh, hey gorgeous, are you alone? Looks like you are. What's this about? You could lose the company, couldn't you? Listen, I will buy you a drink right now and then I'll show you my machine. What do you think? I'd rather be alone. Sorry, I don't feel well. Do something, the little voice in my head tells me. Do something, save her. Get her away from this idiot. But I don't do anything. So what? Next round on me, baby? You know, I feel like you could lose a real man. Helen shakes her head, but the guy doesn't care. He stands over her, bent over like a fox over a poor mouse. Yeah, he's about to tear her apart. Well, it's settled, baby. You are just going to have to hold onto me tight so you don't fall. After that, probably a motel, huh? Ellen peeks around the room, looking for rescue, but no one is budging. Brock is still is sitting against the wall, seemingly indifferent, sinking into his mug. It would be foolish to assume that he will do something against his friends, or such a situation is happening for the first time. Helen's eyes meet mine. I see a voiceless plea for rescue, for help. I turn my head away. I will have to attack Thomas, and that's not an option. What are you going to do, Karen? That's great. That's the last thing I need. Why we don't fight? Go help her? Huh. What should I do? Nothing. It's not my business. No, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to talk to you, Dave. Why, little one? I know you so well. Go away. Don't torture me anymore. Please. Please. He shrugs his shoulders and he's gone. Did he listen? I hope so, otherwise I'll completely lose my mind. I take another sip. I clear my head. Damn, Dave, he didn't show up before. Not that often. What could this really mean? One little trip and your nightmares stay away with you forever. Some even catch up with you after years, and apparently stay. Always right next to you, only waiting for a good moment to strike, like vultures. Are my remorse that strong? I guess that's what this is all about. My vultures have the eyes of the people I've killed or let down. Thanks to them, an unhealed wound can open at any time. It's a shame that it's just now. The front door opens for I don't know, I've lost count. Anyway, one more time. In it, a massive silhouette in a checkered shirt appears. Bob. I can see him eyeing me. He smiles for a moment and then becomes tense when he sees Ellen. Bob. Hey baby, you are not on duty today? Everything okay? You are not in any trouble, are you? Tackles Thomas with his eyes. Look dude, I don't know what your problem is, but this girl is with me. Why don't you back off? Ellen, is that true? Hope feels the nurse's eyes. No, I don't want to. I've got an idea, buddy. You get out of here and give my friend some privacy, will you? Or what, friends? It's going to be nasty, and we don't want it to be like that. I see Brock get up from under the wall. He hiccups and slams his mug on the counter. Bob, did you crawl out of your hole? Get the fuck out, will you? One already turned you down, loser. Get back to Jill before she kicks you out for good. Brock, his radio comes to life. Someone is calling to the station. That leaves Thomas alone, who suddenly shrinks. Where were we, sucker? Will you go away? Thomas, pale and unsure, leaves and Bob sits down at the bar and orders a beer. I guess I should say something, but my phone rings again. Unknown number. Again, unknown number. Answer it. With my heart in my mouth, I press the green button. At first, I hear a cracking in the speaker. Then, that voice. Are you there, girl? I am. I absolutely don't know why I'm doing this. You can't do anything. You couldn't help now, this hussy, just like you couldn't free yourself. You deserve to be punished again, wench. You should suffer again. Is she right? I hung up the phone with a sweaty palm from fear. The screen is blank, no trace of the call. I take another sip. The chance of a threesome are slim. Hi, your sense of humor, Karen. I guess I have to choose who I talk to. Oh my god. Who I talk to. Well, that kinda sucks. We need to choose. In here there is a lot of possibilities, so I'm gonna first talk to Ellen. Maybe when I beat the game, then I come back and try to see with Bob. Okay, Ellen. The girl's still looking at me, a little scared, maybe disappointed. Bob waves cheerfully. I leave the boat and sit down next to Ellen. I'm about to order another Coke. I'm not in the mood for anything stronger. May I? She looks at me trustingly. Yeah, sure. Look, Is she trying to apologize to me? I hope not. I acted like a coward. I saw him attack you and I did nothing. After all, I wasn't expecting. Okay. So I'm gonna need to save in this shoe now. I can't save in the middle. Come on, I was an idiot. Come on, okay? I was an idiot, I know that. Well, maybe a little. I'll buy you a beer and you can tell me all about it. Hey Karen, good to see you. You want a beer? Maybe I'll spend the evening with him after all. Those muscles. But then I will leave Ellen. I'm gonna say stay with Ellen. Hey thanks, but I will stay with Ellen. You know, we have some talking to do. But I thought I'll stop by tomorrow, Bob, when I leave. He leaves, already less upright, totally not what he expected. I understand. Do you know Bob? You guys were supposed to meet? Yeah, I met him at the station. Yes, I met him at the station. We were talking about my sister. He helped me a lot. And shouldn't you have met with him? It's nothing important. Oh Ellen, don't make me play this game. I don't want to come off as that kind of girl, although I undoubtedly am. Let me use a good old lie. He said that there is a bar here and that he will be here tonight. It's hard to see that as a promise. I guess so, but she doesn't seem convinced. Why are you so sad? Listen, you look very sad. Why? It's because of that soldier. You are twisting things, my dear. You were already worried when you came in. Why? I ordered her a beer. She takes it and sighs heavily. Are you sure you want to listen to this? And you like no? Yes, gonna say yes. Whatever it is, I will help her, or at least she'll lay it on me. She seems to need it badly. You know, I have cancer. After my last chemo, it seemed to be okay, but the doctor called it. Evening conversations with your doctor are not the most pleasant. Somehow the good news can wait until the morning, but the bad ones never. I feel so sorry for you. No, don't do this. Not you. She reacts very vigorously. I'm not all sure why. She clenches her hands into fists, shakes her head. She takes a big swig of beer. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Everyone takes pity, you know. Poor little Ellen, so clumsy and she has cancer. Either they take pity or like the idiot in the uniform. Yeah, they use people, just don't be like that, okay? Or just leave me alone. Okay, let's get a drink. I think we should have a drink, right? I should because of the meds. However, I ordered myself a large whiskey. Why not? She smiles wider. Because she doesn't want to talk about, not give pity to her because she has cancer. So walking was to talk about that. She doesn't want. So why not take a beer? But of course, I didn't want because we are taking meds. So I already know that this will be good night. Even better than I could have guessed. I reach for a cigarette, the last one. Maybe it's better to wait. I want to drive her home, but she asks me to stay, and I'm fine with that. I invite her to the motel. She agrees and snuggles into me. She smells beautiful, makes me think of spring, of peace. And we finally get out into the fresh air. I take her keys. She won't drive in this state. I steal the keys and we head off to the motel. My hand wanders to her thigh, and it can't stay that way. I can come in, right? Let's say yes, because we can save in here. Let's say yes. Sure, Ellen, it will. He snuggles into me, pressing her face to my chest. She snuggles. I know, Karen, I know. You don't think I am easy? Slutty? No, not at all. Besides, I won't be any better myself, will I? I shake my head and we walk inside. Yes, she's in town. She stayed, as we agreed. Whoa, unknown. Where? With whom? My man is following her. Remember you're part of the deal? Don't answer a question with a question, Hal. She's with the local nurse. She's a sweet girl, but she's a failure. They are at motel. Like I said, my man is keeping an eye on them. Can he be trusted, Hal? He wants to take my chair, but he will do anything I say. To some extent, yes, and then he will be redundant. And you're part of the deal? I'll get you that endorsement. Wait until fall, until the election. Whoa. You are really beautiful, you know? She's stressed, I can feel it. Don't worry about anything, little one. It won't be awkward, I promise. So do you do this a lot, Karen? Do you often have girls like me? Oh shit. But who is talking with Hal? Huh. You are on the floor, Ellen. Let's say this. You are on the floor, you know? Let's focus on this. I don't want you to think badly of me, you know? I promise I won't. I kiss her passionately. She submits willingly. I hug her tight and then I toss her onto the bed. I'm not gentle, but she doesn't expect it either. I caress her, touching, kissing the way I want it to. In life and in bed, I'm always on top. We melt into one, into a long, passionate, and tender self. I see her eyes run away, hear her moan. She's alive, so pleasant mine. Finally, I sink into the mangled bedding. Helen falls asleep, she snuggles against me. Time for my last cigarette. I dress happily. I go out, get some fresh air. I reach for my lighter and see something that shouldn't be here. A tow truck from the sheriff's office, there we go. And someone who's behind the wheel. It looks like he's falling asleep. Interesting, who it's gonna be. So we know that's Brock, the police, one of the police, but there's someone else in there. Hey, what are you doing here? Are you comfortable sleeping? You went overboard. Are you comfortable sleeping? I knocked on the window of the tow truck, heart pounding out of rhythm. What's up? Are you comfortable sleeping, huh? What else do you want? Look, I'm here. I don't care. Get out of here, okay? Before he has time to answer me, another car from the sheriff's office pulls into the parking lot. I'm behind the wheel? Yeah, that's her. Jill's face is drawn. She's pissed, which I understand well. Well, why is her guy not sleeping at home, but sitting under the motel where the newcomer is spending the night? And it's the one that rejected him. What are you doing here, huh? You were supposed to come back. Sheriff. And her? It's out of my mind. How stupid I was. I should lock you up, moron. Already at Bob's station. Okay. Take your man and fuck off. No, what's your point? What's your point, huh? You already know, sunshine. Does this more respect that me and him after everything that happened? Why is he keeping track of me? I guess I was too nice. Look, this guy keeps following me. It's getting sick. Someone should get him checked out. Following you? I didn't invite him. I think that's clear, right? I went out for a cigarette, and here's what I see. Bro, what the hell are you doing here? I said sheriff, but I won't say more. I look at him vigilantly. The sheriff told him to come here? Intriguing. Only one person might care about keeping me here. I know he wants to have my card taken away. The sheriff must be working with this Murphy guy, the chief scientist at the base. That explains why he goes there so often. Jill shakes her head in distaste, then gets in the car. Brock drives off too. I'm left alone. I have to buy a new pack of cigarettes in the morning. And I think I know what should I do next. Pay a visit to the military base. Just how do I get there? I have a few hours to figure it out. First major mission from the agency. An opportunity to prove myself. Again this. Rather to prove that this long training, the pile of money that was put into me, was not in vain. Fortunately, I know how much I'm worth. Time for a baptism of fire. Who did I get to remove? No one special, as it may seem. A drug baron imported in Chicago, but far from the leaders of the Mexican cartels. Although he tried to roll with a firm hand in the windy city, asleep he looks almost sweet. People have something about them that makes them look disarming when they sleep. Defense mechanism? No matter, the cold barrel lands against his temple. Okay, so pull the trigger. Nothing but a crack. The firing pin hits the prime, and instead of the cock of the silenced pistol, there is a thud. Damn, did this happen right now? A misfire at a time like this? The door creaks. Is someone here? Impossible. I made sure to be alone after all. I turn around slowly. Again the kid. Are you the devil? The child takes a few steps towards me. I glance at the lying gangster. His eyes are open. Suddenly, everything turns upside down. I'm lying on the ground. We scramble, fighting over my gun. A shot is fired. Oh, maybe it kills the kid, and that's why she can't sleep, because always remembering to kill the kids. I think it is. I sit on the ground against the wall of the parking lot. I can hear my heart shoveling as if it wants to burst out of my chest. I know this damn nightmare remorse will get me someday. Hand him? That will be easy. Gun to my temple? Pull the trigger. But not today. I go back to Ellen, scared, sweaty, nervous. I hug her and fall asleep. She is so unpleasant. So that maybe is what happened. Karen killed the kids in there. Because they are fighting, right? And the pistol is to the door, and it's someone pulls the trigger and kills the kid, is what I think. I wake up first, she's still asleep. Even better, I will spare us both an unpleasant or strange conversation. Get dressed, leave, get the car back, and then Jane. I'll try to instigate the sheriff, but his relationship with Murphy, then the military base, they don't know that I know that they know. Ha, a real puzzle. I can't resist. I kiss Alan goodbye. I don't think we'll see each other again. And I leave. I reach for cigarettes, but I smoked the last one yesterday. Damn it. Murphy, there you go, this guy. Hey, it's you. I raise my eyes. The guy from yesterday, from the gas station. He holds up a pack of cigarettes. I told you I'll give it back, didn't I? I know, then take one. I inhale with relish. My lungs damn needed it. What are you doing here? Try to guess. What do I really know about him? Guy with a good car, a bit scruffy, clearly interested in me, with military plates. Damn, I didn't figure that out before. Yeah, it's Murphy, it's this guy. I have to say something. It's you. I think it's not to say it's you. Have you slept here too? I don't know. Are you from out of town, running errands, sleeping here too? It's probably the only motel in Greyville. Actually, I don't have something to do here. What kind of things? I ask out of courtesy. Although it seems strange, I know how to be nice. You know, it's funny that you ask. I just deal with catching pests. And you don't look like. Yes? What kind? Human beings, Miss Stamp. How does he know my name? What the hell is going on here? I can't ask because my tongue tangles on its own. The world is spinning. Damn it! Maybe the cigarette was like with something to put us to sleep. I'm barely making contact now. I know he's tying me up, touching me where he wants, drooling. I land in the back seat of a sedan. And nothing, emptiness, darkness. Karen, what I'm doing here? How did I get here? A cigarette? Murphy? Well, now it's all clear. Somehow it makes sense. Much more sense. Shapes swirl in my head. Names, voice, everything is vague, unclear. I lose myself. Again, I see the face of those I've killed, and most of all, her. There you go. She looks at me. In her eyes, I see emptiness, a bottomless pit. Are you the devil? Will she always be with me? Will she never let me go? If I were her? Rookie, initiation, the first task, the rite of passage. Especially important in the context of further work. Will I pass the ritual, prove myself trustworthy, or lose everything? I could wonder, I could speculate, but here it will all become clear. In a few moments there will be no turning back. We will see how much Karen Stamp is worth. I've reached the place, an expensive, very expensive house, and as they say, the first million has to be stolen. Execution is usually associated with mafia feuds. In this case, it's an order given by the agency which has ties to the government and the military. They work where ordinary methods can be unreliable. My task, very simple, a short job that will take maybe a quarter of an hour. Eliminate the man who laughs in the face of justice. He sleeps, unaware of the fate that awaits him. So now try to understand better and better this nightmare that we are always having. The crowbar against his temple. Again, pull the trigger. Misfire, we know that, it happens sometimes, but at a time like this, I croak at a curse under my breath. The door creaks. Is anyone else here? It's impossible. After all, I made sure to be alone. I turn around slowly. There appears the kid. Are you the devil? The child takes a few steps towards me. I look at the lying gangster. We know about this part already. His eyes are open. Suddenly, everything turns upside down. I'm lying on the ground. We are scrambling, fight over my gun. A shot is fired. I don't know who pulled the trigger, me or him. Does it even matter? And the kid dies. That's why. The shield falls dead. The bullet has pierced her stomach. I don't have to be a doctor to pass judgment. No chance of rescue. Are you the devil? Are you the devil? The world freezes. Karen? I regain my sense momentarily, snatch the gun, aim at the gangster again, but he's not looking at me. He's kneeling by his child. I pull the trigger, a quiet cough. All I have to do is fake the scene, make it look innocent. Suicide. A drug dealer overdosed on his own product. He killed a child, then crazed with despair, shot himself in the temple. Simple story, perfect for a newspaper, but clean. I report the task completed, with problems, but I confirm the elimination of the target. The top is satisfied. The initiation went well. I know I have failed, and I still face the most important of all conversations. There you go. So she doesn't know who killed it, if it was her that pulled trigger or was the gangster, and the child dies. But at the same time, we killed the gangster, but we know that we failed the mission. But of course, the top, right, the agency like that, they are happy because we did our ritual of passage, that they can trust us. Dave is supposed to be here, but as luck will have it, he doesn't show up. I could lose his advice, since he was so willing to give it. I curse in my mind, struggling like a fish out of water. Shit, he tied me up well. My head explodes with pain, terrible and hard to explain. Mixing my damn meds and drugs from Murphy isn't going to work out good for me. I keep drifting off, unable to focus on anything. Damn, I hate losing my mind. We are driving through the woods. The guy is humming something, singing, but I still won't talk to him, even without this unfortunate gag. I know where we are going, to the base. Just why? What awaits me there? Jane was just the bait to keep me in town. He knew where I was going. I was from the beginning. He controlled my steps. Hooray from the entrance to town. From Bob's station, he had control over me. He must have had a great time watching me. Like a fat cat watching a helpless mouse. It's time to show that this rodent can fight. We stop. Just hold still, little girl. We'll be home soon. Well. Don't worry about anything. Just be polite. We'll talk later. I see you really want to talk. You must have a lot to tell me, huh? For sure it will be a memorable story. I can't wait for it already. You'll meet someone. I'm so glad you won't be alone. I'm frozen when I hear his laughter, wretched combined with the chills that still run through me. I feel like I'm in hell. A familiar voice. I can't see much because of my position, but I can still listen. And I think that's going to work out for me. Hey friend, I'm back now. This early, doctor? Is there something on the seat? It looks like it doesn't finish, but I can hear that he's heavily surprised. You know, my friend, this is my business, important and secret. Can I count on your discretion? Please, Thomas, I know I've been exceptionally rude, but prove yourself now. But this is against all regulations. You can't bring people into a military base like this. Didn't I see her? Oh, never mind. Sure, Doc. Atta boy, I'll definitely remember who to praise to Major Axelrod. Damn idiot. Anyway, how did he get here so fast? I thought he had a longer pass. Maybe they take a looser approach to discipline issues? Never mind. The plan, Karen. Dave. What will Dave do? Fox. Toss, tangle, flee. Murphy's laughter blends with the roar of the engine. I fall asleep again. Noise from outside arrived as if filtered through cotton wool. Holy shit, what is this? I had a very simple task. Deliver stuff to Fred, take the cash, and disappear. I could also flirt, maybe hook up with someone, some extra cash could come in handy. Now to know how we met Dave. Okay. I tried to avoid that though. These people weren't among the pleasant ones. A bar full of those who make a living outside the system, and a pretty good one at that. I barely had time to sit down when, in the doorway, a guy appeared complete out of step with the scene, well dressed but at the same time average. Those were the kind of people I was afraid of. In a few moments, he turned a bar of mobster into a cooling pile of corpses. With a slow step, he moved towards me. I watched the bar he held in his hand grow. In an instant, I went from being a pretty chatty girl, familiar with a street life, to being a little kid again. I didn't want to die so badly. The heated barrel landed on my forehead. One more time, little one. I can't. Once again. He didn't kill me. Then he smiled and told me to follow him. He bought me a decent dine and gave me something much better, himself. His teachings and advice. He became my mentor, someone I could trust implicitly. He showed me the code and offered me the path that he himself walked, a path that not everyone can walk. Why was I chosen? He never told me that. I thought he spared me because his own beliefs prevent him from killing someone innocent. I was the only survivor, out of about a dozen people. Dave was not human, not when it came to combat expertise, and he wanted to improve me. He tormented me with this exercise, with his teachings. I became more than the messy street girl I used to be. I couldn't always stand it. He pushed me to my limits, believing that this is the only way I can develop myself. Really, I can't do it. I don't have the energy. No one was ever born with it, little one. You are smaller. Take advantage of that. Use your smarts. Attack! I measured the punch and to surprise him, I strike with my other fist. Dave knows how to predict that, and as he always does. He puts his enough force into each blow not to destroy me, but to make sure that I feel it. It hurts. Whoa, I felt that. That's good. I'll never make it. Never. Everything takes time. If you can't take a punch, you won't make it. Half of this job is getting hit. Always. You need to know what a battered body feels like. Hello, doll. You okay? How's your head? Does it hurt? You might want some powder. I'm sure I can find something. You know, I have a lot of medicine here. Damn, that wasn't a dream, and I can't move too much. And that sweet girl. Instead... Oh my god. What is this place now? The warehouse. It's probably somewhere in the lab complex. I'm sitting in a damn torture room. At least as long as I'm tied to a chair, tightly clasped my hands behind my back, legs, I won't escape now. I can see that. That's good, because I may need you, doll. How do you get here, huh? Okay, we passed through a lot. Let me out, I won't tell you anything. I will tell you the truth. This is your hand, you are sick. What are you doing here? I won't tell you anything. Even if I torture you? Really? Okay. Loyalty comes at a price. But you know, there are certain medications very burdensome on the body that I can use. After which you will tell me everything. He stares at me, smiling extremely obnoxiously. Is he really like this? So, are you going to be a nice girl, or should I punish you? You know, I like to punish. Damn, my head is still spinning. And he's dealing the cards. Okay. I won't say anything. Do whatever you want. I see you are feisty. Is that as you were describing the file and marked as problematic? If so, you'll be waiting a while, little one. Little one? Only one person has ever called me that. How does he know my record? And the agents so well. Something tells me there is more hidden here, more than I can see. Because don't forget that the agents say that there was another agent that was in this town, and they lost his signal, the agent's signal. When I asked, they say that they didn't want to say who it was. So maybe it's someone that knows us, maybe Dave. I'll be right back, don't go anywhere, understand? I feel a cold sting in my neck and the world melts away. I don't know what he injected me with, but I feel like a rag doll. He unties me from the chair, puts me on the backrest with a rope thrown around my neck. With extreme difficulty I keep my balance. I can feel the sweat running down my back. I drift away and regain my sense alternately, balancing on the edge. What I'm seeing right now. Let's hope it's just a figment of my imagination. I'm drifting off to sleep again. A nightmare? I can see him. I got him in my crosshair. This was in the beginning of the game. Did you take the wind into account? The fallout of the bullet? Yes, obviously. Shoot. The bullet thuds perfectly to the target, the scent of the shield hanging a few hundred feet away on another skyscraper. Is that simple, Dave? So why do I have to fight? I can't take anyone down that way. You can, but it's not an achievement. You have to show respect. Remember the code? How could I forget? The lesson instilled in me, the lesson I had carved so deeply in my brain. That I could always quote. Rules. Do not kill those who are not the targets. That's what happened to the kid. You are not a murderer. You are a tool that eliminates, that serves your masters. Like a Ronin, a warrior offers his service to those he deems worthy. In our case, it's the agency. After all, they work for the greater goods. What else was there? Show respect, and many, many more. The closer you are, the better hunter you are. And that's all that matters, for people like us. Not money or luxury, but being true to your character. Steadfastness, Karen, upholding the rules. I understand. A knife to the neck, they've always thought that was the best, truest form of taking a life. Closeness to the victim, tangible contact. Difficult, challenging, and clean. That's why he treasured his knife so much, a souvenir from the army. It reminded him of who he was and where he was going. In some ways he was inseparable from it. Okay. More backstory to understand a little more about her and Dave. A ghostly voice wakes me up, the sound of a ringing phone, which shouldn't be here. I'm still in that madman's lab. I glance at the phone screen. Unknown number. Okay. That's weird. Okay, answer it. I press the green button. Hello? Give up because you don't stand a chance. You are a failure. You were given a simple task and you lost. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I was doing what was needed. Excuse. Anyone who knows you knows you don't deserve more. You can't. You are not suitable. And you won't be suitable. Is she right? Am I really that pathetic and hopeless? What could I have done better? It doesn't matter. Because of the way you are, you always fail. Others, and most of all yourself. I want to prove who I really am. To show that everyone is wrong. Because after all, I don't always lose. And even if I do, it's not worth crossing me off. Can I bounce back? Yes, I can. And this is exactly what awaits me. The way to the top, starting from Greyville. So she stopped being afraid, always thinking of that nightmare, and start to trust herself. I try to move and I just can't, but I got a phone call a minute ago. Your greatness lurks on the other side of the mirror, always alert, always ready. Subconsciousness, it is possible to win with it? Well, yes, it's still only in your head, Karen. Everything you are afraid of shows up all the time. You can't make peace with the past, can you? The past will destroy you. I have to get out. I'm short on time. I don't know when you will be back. Okay, here you go. Okay, best choice, think. Wait. I didn't press that because that didn't load correctly. No, what? There will be choice in there and the game bugged. So let me load in here. Okay, I won't tell nothing. I think the game bugged there because I was trying to save and that won't move. Okay, being fast in here. Because like the save sometimes, instead of saving immediately, doesn't do that. If you saw, like it took a little bit of time, and then the game said that I chose another choice that I didn't have time to see the choice. Okay, Try to be fast in here. Blah, blah, blah. It's not my fault. Because like I said on the first part, these type of saves are not like the other games that are fast, like takes some time. So I think they need to improve in that. Okay, so conscious, okay. Okay, reach for the table, don't do anything, loosen the rope. Okay, loosen the rope. Damn uncomfortable position, a chair quite wobbly, in addition a rope around my neck and my hands tied together. Theoretically a no-win situation, but surely I lose the rope and that ties my wrist. I'm very careful not to fall off the chair. One wrong step and I'm hanging, literally and figuratively. I feel the rope rubbing against my skin, I clench my teeth, the pain is just a stop on the road to freedom. You are doing great, Karen. You are finally free. This madman, I don't even know what to call him. I never met anyone like him. Okay, like that the game is not anymore bugged, like that. Like that I did the choice that I wanted. I'm a high-function psychopath, a genius, an actor. Behind the lazy guy exterior is someone insanely dangerous. One shouldn't be judged by appearance. Is he purposely acting out such a character, hoping to fool others? That he will avoid suspicions, arouse disgust but not fear? I'll figure it out for sure. I take my jacket, my wallet, obviously nothing is missing, although he had to look through it carefully. Does the fact that he knows my exact name cause any problems? Probably not, at least not new ones. I reach for the phone, I freeze, shit, no signal. The room must be shielded, otherwise I could call the agency. You are not your own, Karen, as always. I reach for the knife, I tied my fingers on the handle. Okay. I casually walk out into the hallway. No one's here. Phew. I guess I'm luckier today. Are you? Okay, comes Dave again. Hey little one, how you doing? Like a genie out of a bottle, summoned by the touch of a knife. Or are there other reasons why he haunts me again? Probably the drugs are still coursing through my veins. Let me only save in here. See, because sometimes it's fast to save, other times takes a lot of time, and then the return, I think the save, right, should be up here, like that the return isn't on top of the text, so they could push the save up here, like that you press in return, it will be more safe. It wasn't my fault. There's just one thing, Dave. I want you to get away from me once and for all. I am surrounded by your own subconscious. I'm not real. You may be right, but so what? I'm not to blame. It was an accident over which I had no control. Do you understand? Please tell me you understand that. Unfortunately, it doesn't look convincing. You don't believe it yourself, Karen. We'll talk when you are really ready. He's gone. The door leads to the next room. That's probably where Murphy has his office. It will be quite natural and obvious for him to keep me close to his burrow. After all, even though he's the top guy here, it's still a military facility, and some things need to be kept secret. What are you hiding, psychopath? I push the door open and slip inside. I have no plans to waste any more time. I need time to look around. Whoa, what the fuck is that? There is a woman in there. The sooner I find something out, the better. And I don't have much time. Murphy could come back at any time. Okay, let's save. I think I'm not gonna try then with Bob, because you can see that there is a lot through that. So let's see. Murphy's notes, report Dave, notes about Sheriff, Murphy's computer, report about Jane. Okay, report about Jane. Report, name, Jane. The first stable specimen of the Primal Predator project. No behavioral change in 2 diurnal cycles. In the next ones, increased aggression and appetite, all according to assumptions. The specimen promised to be successful. Jane is the key. But what door does she open? Murphy's notes. Notes must belong to him. The woman species is headed for imminent extinction. The lack of natural predators and threats is causing a drastic decline in the quality of individuals. Already, our growth research we noted an increase in harmful mutations is alarming, let alone my observations. The next generation, instead of eliminating negative traits through evolution, further reinforces them. More and more defects appear, damaged individuals still retain reproductive capacity. That does not make me optimistic, given the lack of threats. We are facing extinction in the future, unless qualitative evolution comes back into favor again. The primal predator project looks very promising. I have no idea what it's referring to, but it doesn't sound optimistic, more like the dream of a sick madman. What have you done, man? What cataclysm have you unleashed? And more important, how can I stop it? Murphy's computer? What could be the password here? There is only one attempt. Predator, PP, Predator Project. Predator Project? Damn, I probably have found out more, but still there are more deep. No. Gonna load. Gonna load there. No. Okay, so report about chain. We already saw this. Murphy's notes. That I did like that. Okay, let's save. It's like I say that I will load this, but it's a lot that I need to pass, so yeah. Murphy's computer. Predator project. Damn it, I found more. Damn it. PPP. Come on, what is the password? Predator. But still, there are a lot of tips here. Wait, doesn't work to go to the computer. So maybe, let me see only one thing. Maybe instead of going to computer immediately, report Dave. Report and write notes in the margins. Dave Homer, white race, 45 years old, special features known, agency man. Dave, extremely calm, strong, good genetic material for the Primal Predator project. What? Dave here? Oh right, the agency man. Who will they send if not him? And me, a student to finish what the farm master could not. No matter where he is, I'll find him. Is the least I can do for him. I'm calling for you, Dave. Okay, so now we know that Dave is alive. Notes about Sheriff. Random page, staying with Sauls. Usually my notes told me they were interesting and important finds. I reached for the first one. The Sheriff continues to push for my part of the deal. How much simpler it will be if he just needed the money. But no, he wants political support. I will continue to stall. He should make trouble. If in a few months it won't matter, I doubt he will survive the first few days of the experiment. Not with his condition. I didn't really understand much, except that nothing good is happening here. And that in a few months it will be even worse. What does that even mean? But why now it worked at that Primal Predator? Why? Bingo, agency assignment sent a year ago. Maybe you need to read about Dave too. Maybe you need to read the notes about Dave and then you go to computer and it works. What does it involve? Developed of a remedy for combat purpose that enhances physical traits for soldiers on the line of duty. Enhanced perception, pain resistant, physical characteristics. Damn, this connection Murphy and the agency. But why did they split up? What had driven them apart? Could it be that Murphy had stopped being obedient after all? It looked like that. He got military and unlimited budget, had his brain and as many research objects as he needed. It doesn't look good. Okay, leave. I have to get out of here as soon as possible, notify the agency. They will fix what they broke, even if someone's head has to fly. Whatever this project is, it is the work of a madman. A man will go to any length to achieve his sick goal. I know I have to stop Jane, otherwise it will all start with her. But we know that already started on the first part. Evolution, forcing humans to fight predators. Murphy wants to bring the apocalypse upon us. A girl jolts me out of my thoughts, low, scratchy, terrifying. I freeze, turning around slowly. In front of me, barely a few feet away, stands a dog, dripping with saliva, growling. On bent legs, it looks pretty damn aggressive. Oh shit, I didn't see that coming. Holy shit! Kick him. My foot reaches his snout. I kick with all my strength. I hear his cartilage crunch. But this is not a good sign. The arm is not letting go. He jumps at me, aiming better this time at my throat. I shield myself with my hand, but the dog is stronger. He bites me into me. I can't do anything more. Ooh, look at that! I'm dying. I see Dave's face. He's disappointed, like dying. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna load. My god, they like the scenes of dying, they are very good. Okay, we already saw this. I want to see that death in there because I saw like with Jack I never died, but a lot of times these scenes were on visual novels when you die, they are very good. Okay, so use knife. I reach for the knife, the last thing I have left. This is what matters. You have to be sure, determined, don't hesitate, and you'll do it. Is that clear? Because like they've teach us that when we have the knife near the enemies, we can kill immediately. That's the best way to kill. But I want to see other ways to be sure that you cool down. It was amazing scene to see her dying. It's getting close. I can already smell the stench from its mouth. Saliva is flying in all directions on my face. I elbow his jaw, stab him in the eye. Confidently, just like my mentor taught me, I leave nothing to chance. I'll cool high. Because I knew that it was to use the knife, but I wanted to see other ways, only to see if it had a different scene. And we had that chance to see Karen dying. That's amazing. Okay. Then I falls dead, breathing a sigh of relief. I shake myself off. Now Dave. He's far over there where the research material is. Research material, leaving people on whom this psychopathic bastard is testing his sick theories. Let's hope it's not too late. I dread this conversation. I'm walking. It's getting dark in my head, spinning again, as if someone put me on a merry-go-round. I start to keep my balance. Everything is so blurry, unreal, distant. I freeze, looking at the helpless body whose life is escaping. Shit. She's already dreaming again dreaming no, like seeing visions about this again. Try to save her. I press my head against the wound, try to stop the blood. She looks up, raises her hand, and immediately it falls down. The breathing stops. In my spirit I scream with rage. It's my fault. The girl lies in a pool of her own blood. Next to her, barely a meter away, the father, the target. Now dead, with his head smashed in, he doesn't seem so scared at all, just an ordinary man. There is sadness right all over his face, grief. These are human reflex. It's hard to think of him as a cold drug baron now. I'll make this scene look like a suicide. He overdosed on drugs and shot the kid, and then, unable to stand it, he shot himself in the head. That's how the police will understand it, and journalists. The story will get better, no longer a gang tussle, but a tragedy. And a warning about dope. No one will hold a grudge, right? But we got the grudge in us, of course. You deserve the knife, you accomplished the mission. Did I do a good job? I thought it would be worse, much worse, that he would start screaming, yelling, although that's not like him. He's so damn calm, like a sphinx. You broke the code. I know what I read on the record. Shooting a child? Staged suicide? Clever, isn't it? Great stuff for the papers. It didn't come out too bad. Why doesn't he praise me? The end does not justify the means. The code stands above all else. It's over, Karen. You have chosen your path. Good luck. I'm disappointed in you like I've never been disappointed in anyone before. Oof. Harsh words. God. I half sit in the hallway, with my back against the cold wall. No one has found me, but it's barely been a few minutes. Somehow it's empty here. After my last conversation with Dave, he never spoke to me again, there we go, although we continue work at the agency. The gaping wound still hurts. Every door I pass is labeled with the name of the research object, and I finally find the right one. Dave Homer, experienced object number 15. That's why the agency lost the contact, because this scientist, Murphy, kidnapped him, because they saw that he was a good specimen for this project. It's like a nemesis, that it was that guy, that it was someone that was good to do the experiments. The date the substance was last introduced 3 days ago. Damn psychopath. That's the thing about geniuses. Little chance of finding a normal one. I push the door and step inside. I'm afraid of what I might see. I don't have a way out though. We can see Dave in there. Oh my god. What I see, this weird twisted figure, it can't be Dave. I'm frozen, but the facial feature match. It looked like a degenerate, sick of version of Dave. I cover the cage back up with a piece of curtain. Out of respect for Dave, I prefer to remember him as he was, not as he is now, hurt. Holy shit. Oh, little one, what are you doing here? Dave, wait, how set you free? No, don't do it. You can't do it. You mustn't. He's clearly shocked as he never was. This is not how I remember him. Where did calm go, even in the worst of trouble? Holy shit. Still can't forget what I have done. Why? No, still can't forget what I have done. That was so many years ago. No, the code can only be broken once. If you let me go, Murphy did something to me. I'm dangerous, infected. I'm frozen. What's that? I need to know. I want to comfort him, but I know I'm not supposed to. That psychopath? What did he do? He injected me with something. It's dangerous. Do not, under any circumstance, open this cage. Go away. I don't want to talk to you. You are still dead to me. Does he not want to see me, or does he want to protect me? I have so many questions. Okay. Gonna take out this one. I let you down. What did that psychopath do to you? It's not my fault she's dead. No, well, let's go for this. Murphy injected him with something. How much does Dave know? He's not stupid after all. What did he do to you? This is going to be a longer story and you don't have time, so I'll be brief. Holy shit. God damn, that's so creepy. And sad at the same time. I kneel by the cage, I reach for the knife. The touch of the blade in my hand reminds me of who he once was. That's how I want to remember him. Brave, responsible, a man who never wavered. Yeah, when I gave it to you, I was someone else. Now, don't waste your time. You were supposed to tell me a story, Dave. I'm not going to be blown off so easily. He sighs, nodding his head. The agency sent me because Murphy stopped listening to them. There we go. They suspect he was doing something on the side, but the truth is different, worse. I found a girl who ran away from here. A grimace appears on Dave's face. He clenches his teeth, presses his hand to his side. Jane? More like she was released. Murphy creates something that turns people into monsters. Not everyone, someday right away, but those, I don't know how it works, don't ask. The chosen ones can infect others. Did the government order it? Or the agency? I don't know, probably not. He probably used their resource, acted alone. I don't know what his plan is. All he's doing are injections. I've seen it on others. I'm about to turn into a monster. Get out now. I can't be helped anymore. Okay, he said to leave him, and we know that he's already not Dave, right? What else do you know about the project? Yeah, I have to ask about everything he knows. After all, with his intelligence, I'm sure he has a lot of conclusions. The primal predator project, is that what you got? I found out from notes that he'll be over in a few months. Shit, is that fast? Murphy wants to release experimental objects to infect people? He starts with Greyville and this Jane. What do I have to do? Maybe if you find her, she can help turn it around? Agency. He bends over again, clearly in pain. He holds his chest. Now get out of here, quickly! I'm not leaving you, I can't. He grabs at the bars, brings his head as close as he can. You are so stupid, Karen, bloody stupid. Can't you understand that I can't be helped? Kill me or give me the knife. If you really understand the rules, you'll shorten my suffering. Okay? Let's kill him. Or not release him, not doing that, that's death. Let's kill him. Should I kill him? Well, if there's no way to rescue him, it's not revenge, it's a gesture of mercy, a humanitarian act. Dave, I need your solution. I won't forgive you, it's just the way people are, their paths diverge, whatever they do. The kind of person you are, it builds you up. If you are ready to understand that my approval doesn't matter, but what you think, then you are equal to me. With a quick motion, I drive the tip of the knife into his heart. Dave goes limp, dropping to the floor. I wipe the blades. You are right, mentor. Only I can make peace with my fate, no one else. Because she was always seeking forgiveness from Dave about the mission that she did and it went bad. And like, he didn't like, of course, but at the same time he wanted us to forgive ourselves, like, okay, it's the past, move on. And it's what he wanted. In the corridor I feel something under my eyelid. Karen, you never cry. I'm free now. I know I did the right thing. I know things won't always work out, but I take strength from myself. How do I get out? It's a military base after all. The soldiers don't know what's being created here. Most likely they will have problems with the plan of destroying the world, so I have to find a commander, but first the agency. It's going to be a tough conversation, but now I'll sneak through the gate, call outside the base, get permission from the agents and catch Murphy. And after that, Jane. It's better to say like that. Hey, stop or I'll shoot. Shit, still I'm not as damn fit as I thought I was. I put my hands up. Is that idiot from the bar, out of the frying pan into the fire. I can explain everything. Doll from the bar? What are you doing here? He's experimenting on people, attack him, I don't have to explain. He's experimenting on people. I'll try to explain what this whole game is about. Maybe you'll understand, or maybe not. Lots of question marks, but it's worth the risk. Do you know what's going on here? What that psycho is doing? Dr. Murphy? Research? But hey, tell me what you're doing. I have to report this. He's experimenting on people. He's created a disease that he wants to release. Bullshit. He raised the bar eye so that he's aiming straight at me. A strange shrill growl interrupts our level conversation. The dog again. Oh my god. It's that dog again. That same one. But I killed that creature. I can't even see the hound. And yet he stands, panting with his open cursed jaw. What the fuck? Shoot it! Oh, look at that! Holy shit. It falls with his head nearly split open, pulse still twitching. Fortunately, the hum of gunfire blends with the distant explosion. A military base, a training ground. What was that? The Murphy experiment. I already killed him once, but I don't think he's going to stand up now. So shall we bury the hatchet? Because if we don't, the same thing will happen to humans. Thomas nods. I have to report this to the mountain, to the major, and about Murphy. Over the radio, he ordered that the lab door must be guarded and that no one was allowed to get past it. He's about to get into town. I will lock you in his trunk. That's the fastest way to get out of here. What about you? Report to the top. Good luck. We'll take care of it. Holy shit, that shot in there. Thomas opened the truck. He looked around, but no one is inside. I'm about to get in. The phone rings, an irritated, annoying ringtone. I reach into my pocket. Oh no number. I feel my hands sweating. Instantly, I press the green phone. Because it says green phone, but should be green button. Yes, hello? You again. You saw him. You saw what was waiting for you. Nothing else. No one else. I'm traveling. Dave? What was done to him was absolutely inhumane. You bitch. You don't exist, you are rotting in hell. You are not here and you can't be. I know that. I remember how happy I was. When I found out about your death, none, I drank all day, the whole damn day. You rot in hell, sadist, where you belong. You will never hurt anyone again, and shall. Oh, so this unknown call is about her past. That don't forget that she was taken by the take that safe care like that. She said that they beat on kids. Okay. Laughter, paralyzing, terrifying laughter. I'm shaking with fear again. Although I thought that was behind me. Hurt you? I raised you. And now I'm waiting for you. In hell? Hope you rot there, bitch. Okay, so now we know that unknown Carl, it's of course it's all about her mind, but it was about her past. Okay. When she was a child, of course, better to say like that. I press the red button. The connection is cut off. I stand, panting heavily. Are you alright? He seems concerned. A lot. Well, my behavior was out of the norm. I stand, waving my arms. Yes, you can go now. Thank you for your help. That is something I have to face on my own. Door slamming, engine roaring. We are on the way. It's dark and uncomfortable, but I'm alive. It's like you can see that Karen has a lot of ghosts on her past. So it's like that's why she is an agent, because like people say, you in movies everyone has always a ghost of on their pasts, and she has a lot. You can see that. Fortunately, Murphy prefers to get things done in the city more than to get me. It is some consolation. Are you leaving, Doctor? Where to? To Grayville. I'll be back in an hour or two. Watch the lab, soldier. Yes, sir. It's so good that he's on my side. Thought we had a rough start. Nothing brings two people together like a common enemy. The car goes over bumps softly. At least I've regained my sense. My head isn't spinning so much either. Murphy, he's talking to someone. Yes, I'm your people. Did you really think that those lousy two will stop me? You are like children in a fog. Anyway, thank you for the funds. I put them to good use. And as for your people, I'll send them back in box soon. Son of a bitch is way overconfident, but lo and behold, what? The car is already stopping. I'll wait a while and then I'll be free. Yeah, the parking lot. I was betting I will end up either here or outside the hospital. Anyway, very well done. I'm about to get my car back and call the agency. But first, the keys. I see silhouettes in the sheriff's office. It's worth eavesdropping on them. Maybe Murphy will say something that will help me? Hey, where did you come from? You weren't supposed to be here? He picked the perfect time to show up. Damn jerk. Why wasn't I supposed to be? No, I came for my car. I was supposed to pick up the car, so here I am. I will pay whatever you want. Give me the keys and I'm out of here. Wait, you were supposed to be in the military custody. You are a damn spy. You must be mistaken. I was in the motel currying a hangover. Look, can we make a deal? He shakes his head negatively and reaches for the radio. I have no choice. It will hurt, but he wants this himself. Clutching my hands into fists, I lean forward. I throw myself at the deputy sheriff, knocking him to the ground. He is startled and tries to defend himself, but extremely clumsily. The revolver flies out of his holster, landing well beyond the reach of our hands. He reaches for my throat, but I break the grip with no problem. He ends up with a knife to his neck. The situation got a little complicated. Shit. He's helpless, terrified, completely at my mercy. The keys. Give me the keys. He hastily reached into his pocket, pulls out a family bundle, and tosses it to the heated asphalt. Don't hurt me. He's like, I'm gonna stun him, is what I'm gonna do. Stun him. I can't shoot him, not here at least. That will be a way too loud and draw too much attention. Shit, my gun with salsa is in the trunk of the car. One problem at a time, Karen. I handle it discreetly. I punch him in the temple just like I was taught. He faints. I have a moment to tie him up. The rope is in the glove box. Murphy is so predictable. Yeah, he's goddamn criminal genius. I push Brock into the trunk. He's heavier than he looked. Until next time, you son of a bitch. The gag holds tight. He won't scream when he wakes up. I just hope Murphy will be as light with the jokes as I am. Brock is a memory already. Now, the car, or maybe before. I look at the office. A warm light emanates from inside. I can almost feel it pulling me like a moth. I sneak under the window before I make sure no one is left in the parking lot, except for the contents of Murphy's trunk. Because we know that Murphy is with the sheriff. That's easy. I hear a raised voice. I think they are arguing. I cautiously look inside. The sheriff looks furious. This last time I'm telling you, Murphy, I will not wait in the front for you to fulfill your deal. Do you understand? Look, everything takes time. Wait a little longer, Hal. Time. You have been deceiving me for months. I'm still supposed to help you. Take that stranger girl to the hospital. Track down the next one who shows up at the graveyard. Take her car. I did everything. Damn it, can't you see that? Yes, that was necessary, Al. You did a great job. I have no idea and I don't want to know what you did to her, Murphy, but I need you to help me because if you don't, everything I know will end up in the press. National press. Be reasonable. I will get it done, but you don't want to confront me, my friend. You have 1 week. I want an endorsement. A week? Okay, I will collect favors. Someone will get back to you soon. A quarrel. How interesting. Good to know that Murphy might be in trouble. Just, are you sure? A lot can change in 1 week. I did everything for you, just keep that in mind, and I remember everything. Well, our chef is playing blackmail. The conversation seems to be ending soon. I have to act, and quickly. It's time to take the car. It feels good to collapse into a familiar chair. I reach into the glove compartment and my hand freezes in mid-motion. Why, Karen? Why? They are not here anymore. They ran out recently. You have to get new ones and there is no time for that. Anyway, at this hour, the local pharmacy. Well, perhaps in the hospital. 2 birds with 1 stone. Now I have to make a plan. Priorities, Karen. Priorities. Jane or the agency? What to take care of first? I think I go for the hospital. I will get to the hospital, take care of everything and then give them a call. Otherwise, I'll seem incompetent. I hit the gas and suddenly my phone comes alive. I look at the display, it's them. Did I bring them with my thoughts? No, my phone just went online. There was no cell covers at the base. I stop on the side of the road. Stamp, what's that supposed to mean? You blew the deadline. You are supposed to get back to us every scheduled time. Why are you silent? Alright, come up with a good excuse, Karen. Murphy hosted me, but I got out. I have some important news. I know that you are behind Murphy. That's interesting. I know that you are behind Murphy. I know Murphy's plan. No, I know that you are behind. I know that you guys are behind him. I know what he's doing here. If you don't clean it up... Are you threatening us, Stamp? You? He killed Agent Romer. He injected him with something that turned him to a monster. I fulfilled his last request and ended his suffering. I finished his job. I know the details of the psychopath plan. I know how much Jane means. I expect your help. It's not you who sets the terms for us, Stamp. Without me you can't do much here, so what you say? What you want? Nice. This is a good choice that I did. Cut the city off from the world. Contact the base at Grayville. I need a quick escape route. Cut the city off from the world or contact the base at Grayville. Cut the city. I think it's the best choice. Cut the city like that nobody can enter. You have to cut Grayville off from the outside world. That's the most important thing. This plague can't get through. A plague? Murphy was supposed to create combat drugs, Stamp. What do you mean by that? He was creating a weapon. Perhaps they need more information. What do I remember? What do I have in my mind about these experiments? That's just scraps of information I have, but Murphy was creating a project called Primal Predator. It's a kind of serum that when inject change people. Murphy wants to release the infected people. They are primitive. I have seen the effects this remedy has on a dog. He got up even though he was dead because I killed him with a knife and he kept attacking people. Only a full magazine of assault rifle stopped him. People can transmit this disease. I don't know the exact details, but the documentation was in the base. Jane, this girl, is the first stable case in humans. She's insanely dangerous. Copy that, Sam. Take care of Jane. Murphy is its second target. Second target is to kill. Okay. So, Jane, time to go. It's getting late, and the agency isn't going to wait around forever. What's my plan? Well, that's a very good question, Sam. What's the plan? I can't even smoke, and I need to do badly. I know that Ellen, the sweet nurse, will be starting her shift soon. She was lovely, delicate, and so wonderful flavorful. Well, I guess I'll have to use her now. If I dress up as her, it might work. We are similar in height, body shape. I don't think I see any special obstacles here. Pretending to be a nurse? Good thought. So the plan created itself. So if you chose Bob, maybe this wouldn't work to be as a nurse. Patient's condition improving. How are you feeling? What's your name? How can we help you? Medication works well. Motor skills normal. Damn it, she bites me. She's furious. Someone get her something to calm her down. Jesus, it hurts. She bit into the meat. This show that Jane was starting to go crazy, right? Like a zombie? I can already see the hospital while approaching. A bright glass building. A police car under it. Hal had sent someone to watch the girl. Who? I don't know that yet. I park on the side of the road so I can get back to my car quickly. With Jane, then the agency. I get out of the car, look around, but Ellen's car isn't here yet. She should be here soon, then, yeah, we'll see each other again. Tires squeal, a police car pulls into the parking lot. Shit, another. It's Jill. What is she looking for? Well, yeah, me, obviously. After all, no one is here as interesting as a stranger from the big city. She clenches her teeth and moves toward me. Damn, I have a little problem. Her guy is a cute, gagged package into the trunk of a psychopath car. But does she know that? She's not pointing a gun at me. That's a good sign. Hey you, stop goddammit. But I'm not moving, just reach for the gun. I have a silenced screw to the gun, one shot. And Jill lies dead. But what if the sheriff sends someone else? Or if he gets here himself? But by now they probably know I run away. They might think I run away to wait for the agent to help. They might think I'm looking for a way to get Murphy himself. They will also have soldiers on their heads soon. If Thomas made it out, I hope he was damn convincing. Well, I have to get rid of Jill. Okay. So let's see. What do you want? Look, I don't have time. I'm busy. What do you want? I sighed. In fact, I don't really have time to chat. Rude and abusive, that's how I'll get rid of her. Hey, what do you want? Where is my man? She doesn't know. Okay, at least that's a plus. I don't have to explain the contents of the trunk. Alright, Karen, where's her boyfriend? Where is her boyfriend? What makes you think I know anything? Ask him yourself. I mean, this one. I stare hard into her eyes. Are we playing a bluff? Ha, I'm the master. And if so, she has to answer an important question for me. What makes you think I know anything about it? Last time I checked, your damn boy was very incompetently hitting on me. And then he's stalking me at motel. You know, I don't really want anything to do with him. Why should I care? Don't pretend. What do you know, stupid policewoman? What do you want to play with me? Pretend what? He follows you all the time, and then suddenly he's gone, and you don't know why? He isn't answering. I can't reach him on the radio. It's like he's gone underground. You don't even know how true that is, Jill. I'm afraid something happened to him. Hal's got him into something. Help me. I don't care what you do here. I just want my guy back. That's all that matters to me. She's really begging for me for help. Paradoxical. On the one hand, I really feel sorry for her. On the other hand, the memories of staying at Murphy's are still strong. Okay, let's take out this one. Ask the sheriff, find out where his car is. I can't help you, sorry. Uh, find out where his car is. I have a good advice, you know? She looks at me trustingly, like a puppy waiting for a reward. Now she's no longer a cold, fierce servant. She's just a regular girl who damn worry about her guy. What is it? Can you help me? Why don't you check out where his car is? From what I can remember, he doesn't part with it. Jill nods her head. I guess the advice has been effective. Okay, I'll look for it. Haven't you seen it somewhere? Shit, what do you want me to say, girl? I haven't seen. Check the parking lot at police station. He was driving somewhere. He was driving somewhere. Evasive arms are the best. On the one hand, you pretend to help. On the other, you don't fix anything. And that's what I'm going to do. I put on the most sympathetic face I have in my arsenal. Will she be fooled? Oh, I hope so. I have to be very, very convincing. You know, I saw you driving somewhere. That damn tow truck is impossible to mistake. Yes? Where? She looks like she's really worried. Probably somewhere out of town. Jill clenched her fingers into fists. Damn, he's gone again to exact mandates, and he promised me. She turns to go after him. I look back at her. Someday they will explain everything to each other. I'm sure they will. Jill drives off. I'm all alone. Well, except for Ellen. She should be here any minute. How should I approach her? What should I say to make her believe me? How should I behave? The story I have, it's not very believable. It sounds like a damn fairy tale, and I know how Helen cares about other people's life. She's a good girl. Jill not here anymore, and I'm still waiting. I look at my watch. Sweet Helen. We had a fun evening. It's true that I left early in the morning, but that shouldn't change anything. We agree on one night stand, and that's what each of us got. The roar of an engine, the familiar shape of Allentown car. There she is. I watch as she sparks on two tries. She's nervous, her hands shaking as she closed the door. She's on her way to the hospital. Damn, she's so pretty, and I'm about to lose my chance. I have to do it. I have to break her heart, otherwise all is lost. I clench my hands into fists. I stand up. Hey Helen, hold on a second. She stops startled. In mid-step, she turns and stares towards me. Unawares is painted on her face. She smiles slightly, and sincerely. Hey, are you still here? I thought you took her and disappeared. Yeah, I thought so too. Things got pretty damn messed up. Are you coming with me? I'm just about to start my shift. I'm glad you are here, even though I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. Well, yes, good point. Can we talk for a minute? I won't take too much time. She hesitates for a moment, but finally nods. She's so damn trusting. I have a gun hidden in my pocket. It's the last thing I want to use today, but no one can say I'm not prepared. I'll try to be more gentle. After all, she is Ellen. What is it about, Karen? Something happened, right? I don't know if she read it from my voice or my face. Yes, something happened. There was a lot of text in here. I need your help. I just asked her. Help. I know it's not easy, but maybe it will work. After all, it's not like Helen is incapable of helping. Look, I really need your help. Help? What do you mean? You don't want drugs, do you? No, I'm not going to take anything from your pharmacy. It's complicated. Why don't we talk about it at front desk? I can't go to the hospital like this. Not in this outfit. I'm sure the guard is serving Murphy. They don't let me in. He must have my description. No, Ellen. This is going to sound very strange, but I can't go there. I can't look like me. Why? What do you mean? I want to prevent very bad things from happening. You have to believe me, without asking more questions. I want to dress up as you. What do you mean, like me? You know, we are pretty familiar. With your wig and your clothes, if I'm quick enough, hardly anyone will know it's not you. You'll have your stuff back in half an hour. You are not serious, are you? Is that a joke? Listen, I have to go. Yeah, I wish it was just a joke. I want nothing more. I have to act starting. Okay, let me save in here. Let me tell you more about. I have to act starting from now. No, let me tell you about more. I'll give you more details. Simply put, maybe that will do something. Ellen, here's the deal. If I don't dress as you, I'm not going inside. The guard won't let me in. He knows who I am because the people from the base are chasing me. Some of them are. I want to stop what's about to happen here. And believe me, Ellen, it's going to be a disaster. The worst of the world has ever seen. It will involve more than just Greyville. But the whole world? Oh my, Karen, no offense, but you sound like a crazy person. Seriously, you are a pretty weird person. I like you, but that doesn't change anything. You don't understand me, please. Try to talk some sense into her, threat her gun, try to beg her. All I can do is ask her. No, beg her. I don't want to hurt her. Damn, my weakness, but I know she doesn't deserve it. She's a good, pure girl. If I hurt her, please, I'm begging you, Ellen. Let me do this. Let me go in there as you. It's the only way I can get to the girl. I see how much you care about this, Karen. I shouldn't do this. I really shouldn't. I'm going to get fired. But you told me your story, and I think you couldn't have made it up on the fly. I think you are telling the truth. I wish I would have made it up, Helen. But if I don't get her, you won't have any job. You know that, right? Okay, I'll wait here. I'll make it quick. Thanks. I won't get in trouble. If it helps, the password for the computer is 4 ones. You are awesome, Helen. Now I know it's going to work. Helen throws me her nurse's clothes and wig. She gets in the car, mine. And rightly so, she'll be safer here than in the middle of the parking lot. Whew. Ellen stays in the car as I put her gloves on. She's practically exactly my build, so they fit like a glove. The shoes are too tight, they bite a little, but they will have to do. Ellen has a small foot. I take one last look at the nurse. She looks at me trustingly. She thinks I can do it. I will try with all my might not to let her down. For everyone's sake and that damn Greyville. So, Ellen. Here we go. I walk into the reception. Everything looks exactly as I remember. It's just so damn empty. No sign of this Natalie. But in front of the entrance up to the hospital there is a guard, military, big as a closet. An extremely antipathetic looking individual. Doctor, what are you doing? Have you gone mad? Please leave him alone. Why are you biting into Okay, we are seeing that the doctor is already a zombie. The guard looks at me carefully. Does he recognize me? Not me, actually, but Ellen. Maybe as he was here before, since the previous agent showed up. That will even be a reasonable move on Murphy's part. Oh, it's you. Have a nice day. That solves all the doubts. But what now? I'll try to act like Helen. We even have a similar voice. Okay, let's get this circus started. And yes, to you too. I always forget names. Jack, madam. He turns around. Okay, saving you. We're not gonna stun him. That will be stupid. Continue the conversation. I can pull this off. Well, at least you'll remember me. When I get back from the ward, I will get you coffee. Thank you. You are always so kind. No milk, please. Jack, will you be staying with us long? I don't know. For now, the boss still says to keep watch. Someone's out there trying to hurt you. You'll better keep me informed about anything weird. Sure, I'll remember to do that. Glad you are defending us. He likes me. You'll turn a blind eye when I will call me back, as long as I have coffee. Why am I clunking my tongue like that? Fortunately, he's not very bright. No one in the corridor, only from behind the half-open door comes buzzing and raised voice. The operating room? Too preoccupied with the patient to pay attention to me, so a strong plus. For now, I'm blending into the background like a chameleon. I need to get to the main elevator. Jenny is at the very top floor. The stairs. There aren't that many of them. In the upstairs hallway, I see a figure crouching against the wall. A boy is holding his arm. Blood pours from it. Somewhere further away, I see a nurse leaning over a bitten child. Bitten? Damn! What's going on here? Ellen, good thing you are here. You have got a bloody mess here. You have to help. You look strange. Do you speak badly? Anyway, listen. Something has possessed some patients and doctors. I am already on it. I hope my voice doesn't betray me. He looks up from under his squinted eyes, but waves his hand away. I think he has more important things on his mind than the nurse's strange tone. Get to work, Alan. Before I can answer him, he rushed into nearest room. It looked like Jane's starting to get a bit of a buzz. These people, so far they are just bleeding. They are not violent yet. Maybe I can save them, her? Maybe? Have more faith in yourself, Karen. Screams are heard from behind one door. That must be where Jane is. The drugs aren't working. Damn it, what's wrong with her? I see a hat on the chair. That's what Deputy Sheriff wear. Looks like I'll send someone upstairs to watch her. But where is he now? So many people, and I'm supposed to catch her alive? It's crucial to the success of the mission. Jane must leave. Especially since I can already see the infected. Holy shit, look at these gods. Fuck, 3 men can't hold her. That girl... A girl? No, what I see is a monster. A bloody, terrifying monster. Bloody mouth, long teeth. She's sitting on a living patient, ripping chunks of flesh out of him. She looks at me. No, there is no trace of humanity in those eyes. She's a monster. You can't kill her, Karen. You can't. Help! Help me! She's eating me! Come on, Karen. I can't move. This is not how it was supposed to go. I can't help. I realize that everything has gone damn wrong. Jane glares at me, about to throw herself at me, but no, she leaps towards the window, where she terrified nurse is standing. No, 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 no. It's when she jumps. I throw myself at this girl. We hit the windshield. I can feel my leg pulsing with pain. She's strong, damn strong. We last for a moment in an embrace. With Almighty, I try to bring her down. It doesn't work. Jane jerks away from me. Jane, I don't think that's her anymore. She measures me with a glance. I can see her flexing her muscles. She's about to jump on me. So, if we remember on the part 1, is that she jumped through the window. It's how it happened. I can only stun her, she seems so strong, but so do I. After all, I've been practicing. Make a dodge. Oops. Make a dodge. I bend over like a coward, not an agent. I step out of the way of the virus-possessed Jane. She throws herself at the nurse. She bites her and then jumps to the window. I try to catch her, but she pushed me away. She's so damn strong, stronger than me. Whatever Murphy was trying to do, I think it worked out well. She breaks the window. Because of her momentum, she jumps out the third floor. I look out after her. I'm hoping for a broken girl below, but what I see? On all fours, she runs off into the woods. Damn, I have to chase her. Help me. There is nothing I can do. I have to run after Jane. I leave behind only chaos and destruction. I run out into the hallway. I have so little time. 3 floors and then she's gone. Damn knows what's going to pop into her head. And how to approach her or understand her. I don't think it's a person. Not anymore. Damn. Ellen, I was worried. We have a... Wait a minute. Hey, it's you. She recognized me. Well, what did I expect? She's a pretty damn good friend of Ellen. What kind of game is this? I brought Ellen outfits. How about I explain to her before she alerts everyone? I think it's a good solution. I borrowed the outfit from Ellen. I had to get it here. Borrowed? And she just gave it to you like that? Yes, I explained to her what was going on here. I can tell you a story too, Natalie. I think I even should. Look around, damn it. Is this normal? A moment ago, someone was killed by a bite. Gather your wits. Don't tell me what to do. Sure, because you know what to do? I look at her, shake my head. She's so proud. She won't be like this forever, for sure. What about you? You know what to do? I'm going to help these people. I'm a nurse. That's my job. Same as Helen, who isn't here. Your job? It's all about to collapse, you idiot. Run away. And if you don't want to, look under the towel. Natalie freeze. Why are you doing this to me? I don't expect you to thank me. I don't have time. Go! Natalie runs down the stairs. I follow her. Hey, what's going on here? Damn, I forgot about him. He looks like a whipped dog. He has no idea about the situation, and he won't. Okay. Run away, man. Go and help. Problems. These may be waiting for me. Will there be? How do I know? I don't like this guy. Listen, come back to help. Someone strong is needed. But You can leave the door ajar for a while. Really, this girl, someone strong is needed. I think he trusts me because he runs into the ward. Looking at what's going on there, I really bode well for his success. I am leaving this bloody hospital behind me. People bitten by Jane lose their minds much faster than she does. Is it because the damn thing has multiplied in her? That's a question for biologists. Not a goddamn agent. I can only make observation. If I don't catch her, if the city doesn't close, at this rate the plague spreads happily. Time to go back to Helen and to chase Jane. Everything is going perfectly wrong. She smiles uncertainly. She looks forward to good news. News that she will definitely not get. I don't like being bad news envoy, but I have no choice. It didn't work. She escaped. She ran away? How? I'm changing. I sighed out loud. How I can correctly explain this? Or maybe rather reliably. She jumped out of the window. She's strong. Stronger than I thought. Than anyone thought. You have to hide, Helen. Please. She nods. At least she will be safe. I glance at the keys. We have to go. Time is running out. But first, a phone call. I have to let them know. I dial the familiar number. I hear a short waiting sound and immediately a voice comes forward. Stump, what's going on out there? For the first time I hear emotion in it, something that is not usually there, and that scares me. We have a problem. How serious? Do you have Jane? Okay, let's save in here. I'll find her soon or she escaped. She escaped. I have to tell the truth, otherwise it won't work. Final honesty. Once I chose wrong and I got a second chance, I can't waste it. Jane escaped. She jumped out the window. I'm currently tracking her. She is much more aggressive than I thought. Can you handle it, Stamp? I can do this. Whether I tell the truth or lie, it matters how I tell it. I can save Greyville. I can find Jane. Yes. You have 1 hour, not a minute more. Stamp, you have to report back in an hour. I dialed the last number. Feverishly, until I feel my hands twitch. My world is starting to spin. The lack of medication and these damn events. No wonder I keep losing contact. On the other side, a deafening message. There is no such number. I'm officially out of the picture. Well done, Karen. Okay, so we go after Jane. Okay, she takes some time like to pass to other scenes. It takes so much time. I don't understand, like is it because I'm playing on 30 frames because the game was having some FPS issues because of the fog like that, or because I don't know. I turn the key, press the gas, the car roars, I pull onto the road. How do I find Jane? She's hungry. The city. She'll definitely be there. Hurry, Karen, hurry. Everything depends on it. Greyville looks normal, but Jane is so damn fast. The 2 people I saw were beaten. They had little contact. Where does she go from here? What does she remember from this town? The military base, the station. Bob! I have to make it on time. My head is spinning again. Images fly by as if in a kaleidoscope. I speed up, building give away way to forests. Be careful, Karen. My ear is going crazy. Suddenly the steering wheel is slipping from my hands. It has a life of its own, hitting the trees. I cover my face with my hands. Okay, so she has an accident. Because again she's remembering this. Are you the devil? I look at the girl. I never checked what her name was. I said that it was somehow irrelevant. I took her life, but thought that she is nameless paradoxically makes everything easier. She's just some girl. Why does she look like that? Does she want to play? Bang, and she's dead. I can't help her. I never could. Whatever happens, it will all be bad. Damn, how long I was unconscious. According to the watch, far too long. It's getting worse, harder and harder. Bob is the one I'm supposed to find. Jane. Oh shit, I hear something. I see movements further away. Silhouettes, soldiers, loud orders. Major Alex Holt had to take the initiative. The soldiers are on my side, but is that certain? They won't trust me. Something is moving through the bush. Jane? I push my way through the bush. Sharp thorns scratch my sleeves, my face. I'm already holding a gun in my hands. Unlocked. After what I saw at the hospital, I won't let myself be surprised again. Nobody can run with their legs shot off. I see a figure at the end of the path. In this light, it seems small. Too small. Stop, stop. I'm not going to hurt you. Maybe this will help? I try to aim my weapon, but the dizziness doesn't make the task any easier. She doesn't stop. Should I pull the trigger? I think it's that part of Natalie that on the part 1 she's hurt, like she's bleeding, and I thought she was beaten, but maybe no. Oh! Yeah, this is a issue, like why it loads, why it shows. She's too far away, I have no chance of getting clear shot, it will be pointless. I could hit a vital organ. Anyway, something is off about this creature. Yeah, it's like, see, that the game takes some time to load, and because the return is in here, sometimes it selects the choice that you want. But at the same time, it shows that I didn't want to shoot. Anyway, something is off about this creature. I reach the road, she disappears. Instead I hear her screaming. I know that voice, it's just... Bob! Help me, damn it, Karen! I can't do it alone, you have to help me! I have a gun, there are so many of them. I'll do it right away. Karen! I have to move, I have to. Are you the devil? What the? I turn around, she's standing right behind me. She moves towards me. I run through the forest, I'm running even though I can't hear anything. The only thing that comes to me is a scream. Bob's shrill scream. I'm sorry. Yeah, because again, the ghost of her past, right, that is the kid, scare Karen, and she couldn't save Bob. I stumble and fall under a tree. There is a gun lying next to me. So tempting, she stands before me. I press the barrel to my chin. I feel the cold steel, so pleasant, tempting. Pull adrenal, attract a girl to you. I pull her to me, in my open arms. I hug her tight, not looking at how she looks. I accept who she is. I'm sorry, but I can't fix this. She disappears. I think she needed it as much as I did. Closure. There we go. I gather myself, wiping away my tears. There is a calmness in my mind. For the first time in a long time, I'm truly the master of my thoughts. Where I left Bob before is now just a corpse I've seen before, and a trail of blood. I'm going to the station. Jane, gun. Bob had a gun. It will come in handy. It's all these with the part 1 we see someone like Bob on the ground and a shadow of someone watching, and I say that would be Karen, and there we go. I open the door. Inside I don't see or hear anyone. Jane has to be here somewhere, but first I'm going to get the damn gun. I need that a lot more. I look behind the counter. Oh, it's open. So Bob isn't in here like how it ended part 1. It's open. Fuck. Is she real? A girl? The last thing I would have expected. Hey, I'm not going to hurt you. Take it easy. I'm afraid. Easy. I'm not going to hurt you, little girl. Where are your parents? Uncle Bob. He's lying there. Oh, he's dead. Okay. He's moving. He crawled all the way out here in the back. It was like this part 1 ended. Bob looks terrible, but he's still breathing. But is he still him? See, look, how the return is in here, see? This should be pushed up. I pull the gun in front of me. Damn it. Is he hurt? Like, was he bite? Don't shoot. Codex. First rule, always have a plan for every situation. Second rule, whenever possible, be silent and listen. Third rule, don't skip a single clue. Fourth rule, if something seems obvious, kill. What? Do we need to kill him? It ends like this. I always show respect to the video number. It ends like this. Okay, so I'm gonna choose not to shoot. because I thought it was a bug, but no. So it ends like this, and you should shoot or not shoot. I'm gonna say don't shoot because I want to see if it was a bug or not, but no. So you don't shoot, and you see the rules. 7 will never hurt any innocent bird, targets only. 6 will never show weakness. Always show respect to the vet, you are the hunter, not the animal. If something seems obvious, it never like that. And there you go, like it ends like this, the part 2. So like we see hope that on part 1, Natalie goes to his husband, that I think is Jack, his name, I don't remember now, but I think it's Jack, and they want to find where is hope. And now with Karen we go to Bob, right, to see how Bob is, and we find hope in there. So we know now that hope is on Bob's shop, and then of course we see Bob in there hurt, but the question is, was he bite by the zombies or not? That's the question that's gonna be there, like was he or not. But again, one thing I think let's talk about the game. Very good story, explaining the past of Karen to understand. They explain who is Dave at the same time, because you could be like, okay, you know that Dave was her mentor, right? So you understand that, but how did they met? But at least the developers did the correct thing, that showing how they met. So like that, you know everything about her past, past, like that, you know everything. Then like you have choice who you want to hook up, Bob or Ellen. I went to Ellen because I thought, okay, then I will load and I will go for Bob, but it was long, so I say fuck it. So you can hook with who you want, Ellen or Bob, but I think if you hook up with Ellen, then you can disguise as her on the hospital. I think if you go with Bob, maybe Ellen doesn't trust you, and you can't disguise. You need to point the gun to her, give her the off to it. Is what I think. I don't have 100% sure. Then you know what happened, like who is behind of everything. That is Murphy. Who knew? It was that guy in the beginning. Interesting. At the same time, you see who was the other agent that was in there. That was Dave, our ex-mentor, right? It's better to say like that. And he's already infected, and you can kill him or let him kill himself, or leave or release him. But of course, that will end badly for you. And then at the same time, you see Natalie there, the wife of Jack. I think it's Jack from the part 1. And then you can have closure, right, with that kid that still it's always haunting you on your mind. So like you could shoot, but maybe you'll kill someone, who knows. But I didn't want to shoot, but because I tried to save that, not shoot at the same time. So thank God about that. But at the same time, we have the closure with the kid, like now Karen now is the master of her thoughts, that she never gonna have that nightmare again. Yeah, so good story, the artwork very good, thumbs up for that. Like they still continue, like it's not easy to continue with the story. Like they start with part 1, then the part 1 was to understand the Jack's side, what happened on his side, what he was doing when everything started. Then we have Karen's side to see how everything started, what she passed, and to know her backstory at the same time. So very good thing. It's not easy to make games like with not sequels, right, but episodic. It's not easy because you need to continue with a good story, and at the same time you need to remember everything that you did on the before episode, the other episode. So you need always to remember. So it's not easy to do that. But they did a good job at the same time, like that. Now you understand everything is happening. Now on the game, like I was playing with 60 frames, and there was some FPS issue when they will appear like in the fog. It will lose a lot of frames. I don't know if is it the game or is my computer. I don't know. I don't have 100% sure, but that was kind of sad. One time that I pressed it to save, the game never saved. It was stayed there, so I needed to cut, and I like that I put at 30 frames. Sometimes when it's gonna to pass to other scene, it takes some time to start, so I think they need to make it faster. When you're gonna save, the position of the save needs to be higher up, not because if you pay attention, the return is on top of the text. So sometimes even you press a return, the game is ready that you selected a choice. So that's not very good. So they need to push the save right up, like that the return is not on top of the text box, like that nothing bad happen. And the save, when you save, it needs to be faster to save, because sometimes it's faster, other times it's slow. I don't know why. So those are things that they need to fix in game. Of course, there is some text misspelling, is better to say like that. There is some misspelling here and there that they can fix with time. They can fix that, and at the same time they can fix these problems that I said. They can fix that with time too, because they don't need to rush it, right? They can fix that with time at the same time. But I hope they, with this feedback that I gave, I hope they implement that on part 3 to not see that happening. Because when I played part 1, it had that issue too with the saving, right, in top of that, but it was like, didn't have FPS issues because there it was fog like that, but at the same time the save was on top of the text box, so that was annoying because I knew that if I pressed wrong it could skip the text. So that they need to fix at the same time, and the save needs to be faster to save, and to pass to other scenes they need to be fast, not slower. So I hope they fix that in this part 2, and at the same time they fix that on that for the part 3 they can implement that, like to be faster at the same time. But overall, like I say, overall is a good story, and the artwork is very, very amazing. The artwork of the game, like I said on the part 1, the artwork and story, they are very, very, very good. And in terms of longevity, I can say that part 2 is longer than the part 1, maybe because part 1 was free, so it won't be long, but part 2 you can see that is longer. It takes more time to finish it. Like, they only need to continue doing I don't know how many parts they are planning to do it, like 7, 8, 10 parts, I don't know. But like, if they continue making it with good story and good artwork, it's good, because in terms of story and everything, they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. They just need to fix it, these problems that I said, do more marketing, be more active on Twitter too, because they are not a lot of active on Twitter. So I'll say be more active on Twitter to talk about talking like, okay, episode 2 is out, the part 2 is out, we are working now on part 3, like that, saying those things, being more active on Twitter at the same time, because people, when they go to Twitter, they can see that they are working on the game still, like more parts that are coming, like that. So be more active that, and do more marketing on the game. But like they say, in this year they are planning to release part 2 that they already released, and they are planning to release part 3. So thumbs up for that, because I am liking the game. I'm liking, like, story, artwork, very amazing. So yeah, I hope that they continue making more and more parts of the game. Of course, at the same time that they know when they need to end with the game, like knowing, okay, part 5 is gonna be the finale. They do it like that. I hope they don't exaggerate like other games, like if you remember Walking Dead, that was that game episodic. they were exaggerating so many that the story start to be boring. So I hope the developers of Perseverance, they don't exaggerate in that. They have a plan on how many episodes they want. They want the story to be always like always be action, not like oh no, let's do a love in there, an episode that's only about love. No, always be action, action, action. There is a little bit of backstory, a little bit of romance, but always action, because it's what people like on visual novels, is what they want. But yeah, these are my feedback that I have to give to them. But overall, Perseverance is a game that people need to know and to play, because it is a very very good game. Because you can see that there are certain ideas that are from Resident Evil, that zombies, agents, so you can see that they inspire a little bit from Resident Evil, that a lot of games do, because come on, that's yeah. It's like, if you like visual novels, if you are a big fan of visual novels, I'll say this is one of you that you can't miss. You can play Perseverance Part 1 for free on Steam, is already available for free. You can play that, and then you can buy it. Perseverance Part 2 is already available on Steam too. And one thing that I will say too is that the developers should say if the saves progress to each part or not. They should say that on Steam page, like that the players know, because sometimes the developers forget about that, and then the players are like, do the saves progress to other part or not? So that's the other thing that they should say. If you are not a big fan of visual novels, I'll say give it a try. You can play the Perseverance Part 1 for free on Steam. Try it out there. See if you like it or not. If you like the artwork and the story, if you like it, you can play Part 2. It is cheap, the price of Part 2, so and you're gonna enjoy it because it's longer than Part 1 and there is more and more action. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoy the playthrough of Perseverance Part 2. Hope you guys enjoy it, and see you guys next time.